There's a really cool welding school right here in Central Florida called Underground Metalworks. It's underground-metalworks.com. It's BDM owned. They have great instructors that are hands-on with you, small class sizes. You could take the classes at different points.
We've been out there, too.
Schedule.
Yeah, you can go and listen to that show if you want to actually hear us on location out there.
Yeah, we had a bunch of listeners go, and, some listeners wanted to do it for a career change.
Oh, cool.
Some wanted to do it because they always wanted to learn how to weld. I know my dad was a welder. He used to weld his airboat cages by hand, and it was always a cool thing that I was like, man, one day it would be cool to learn how to weld to have that skill.
Yeah, well, I like a man that only trusts himself.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm welding my own safety cage because I don't trust anyone else.
Also, to be able to fix metal and things like that and have that ability in a day and age where everything's throwaway is a cool thing.
In a video game, it's the last thing you get to learn, right? Like you do like sand and then wood and then stone and then metal's always hard to get to. Yeah. Well, in real life, you can actually go and learn from Jason, other instructors. Yeah. And like Tom said, I think the best part about this is if you're even a little bit intimidated about taking a class, don't be. The class size is so small, it's not really like a class. It's literally like just me and Tom talking, and then you have Jason or somebody else teaching you, and these guys, they're professional welding teachers, so they know what works best to teach you. It's not wasted time.
MIG, TIG, they'll tell you.
Welding, all of it.
And if you're an amateur, and just like, hey, I want to do this on
even
the weekend,
because he can jump to the you can jump to the intermediate type
and they're
stuff.
like, here's the stuff you need to know, here's the equipment you need to buy to do it in your garage yourself, and it's a cool thing to learn, and you can save 10% off if you use promo code mediocre. Just tell him you're a Tom and Dan listener. He'll give you 10% off the classes. It's underground-metalworks.com. Welcome to A Corporate Time with Tom and Dan. I'm Tom.
I am Dan. We're live on Twitch and YouTube. Come hang out with us. We'd love to have you. Plenty of people in the chat room. Plenty of people from all across, mostly North America, but all across the world, like DeBerry Joe and Shred Bear and Riki. Just look for @ Tom and Dan Live. @ Tom and Dan Live on all social media, on YouTube, and also on Twitch.
The Orlando Science Center Beer Fest is this weekend. You can get your tickets at osc.org. Yes. It's Science on Tap. It's a really awesome beer fest they do every year. All the proceeds go to benefit the Science Center.
Indeed.
So you want to check out a really well-organized, super high-end beer fest. It's right there at Lock Haven Park, which is right next to the Science Center.
It's a pretty beer fest, and that's kind of hard to explain, but they always have, it's organized well.
Yeah.
And when things are organized well, it's organized and this is in the news again because they just did a huge update for this particular game. It's organized like Animal Crossing. It's like a beautiful Animal Crossing island. Mm-hmm. Like, here are all the stops. Here's where you go. This is where you get your... Yeah, it's really, really nice. And if you've never been, they have installations, things that are going on, things that you can participate in, science demonstrations. It's super fun.
Food truck, music. Yeah. From the Orlando talk show, comedian Ross McCoy's here. How you doing, Ross?
Science beer gets you drunker.
It does.
Ross has the best Harley Davidson jacket and Playboy beanie I've ever seen.
He's ready to go on tour, Madison Square Garden, in the round. This is like a Dane Cook approved outfit.
Freshly shaven.
Yeah,
what made you shave your beard, Ross?
My wife.
Oh, okay. My wife. She's was tired of the beard?
No, she liked it, but I lost like $200 playing craps, and she's like, why don't you shave the beard?
Oh, wow.
Just a little shake-up. Yeah.
It's a shake-up. I like a shake-up.
Wow. I've been calling it my lucky beard, and she's like, I think that's over. Why don't you get rid of it?
You need a reset now and again. Yeah.
From the Cinema Crespediso podcast and Who's the Baddie, Chris Crespo's here.
Hey, how's it going,
Here
guys?
we go. I thought I had his... Oh, yeah, I do. Here. No, I don't. I thought I had his intro. Oh, no, I don't. I got it.
I'm not sure.
Movies. We're talking movies. Movies with our friend Chris Crespo.
It's crazy you got Kirk Hammett for that song.
Yeah. That was the direct result of people saying they didn't want AI. That's what you get. You don't want AI. That's what I'm forced
to
do.
Still missing the toilet sound at the end, but I love it.
Yeah, I lost the toilet sound.
No!
Yeah, I was moving some items. And one of the greatest casualties of 2025 was the loss of my extreme diarrhea toilet sound. I'll have to track that down.
That really punctuated a lot of songs, perfectly.
Yeah, I mean...
Grab your recorder. I'll see what I can do.
Thank you, Ross. I can always count on you being so helpful.
So, Oscar nominations are going to be announced soon.
Yeah,
correct?
this Thursday.
That'd be a great name for a man, Oscar nomination.
Nice to meet you, Mr. Nominations.
You can call me Ollie. Ollie nomination.
And there's,
I don't think Ollie would be for Oscar.
I think there's
I'll make it.
There's a handful of movies that are already, people are saying are going to be
front runners for sure. Yeah,
front runners for Best Picture.
It looks like one battle after another may end up being like the most nominated film when it's all said and done.
I watched that over the weekend
because it's on HBO. A lot of people have been catching up with it now in the last month or so, in the last few weeks.
Yeah. It reminded me of a Quentin Tarantino movie.
Yes, like a '90s kind of weird
it's kind
drama.
of a weird watch, I think.
Yeah.
I liked it, but I didn't think, but I of course I stole it and watched it at 1.2 speed.
You don't have HBO?
No. I think I do, but when new movies are out and I want to get the gist for Crespo, normally I'll steal the movie and then I watch it anywhere between 1.2 and 1.5 speed, and then whenever something seriously, this is how I watch movies now. By the way, they're cutting movies now based on how
people
on Rogan
I saw that Affleck and Damon were talking about Netflix forcing them or suggesting strongly that they make movies in a certain way to keep people's attentions, to keep repeating what the characters are doing in dialogue, have an explosion in the first 5 minutes, stuff like that.
This is perfect tie-in to talking movies and what I'm talking about with my horrible movie
and it's because
retention.
people like Dan watch movies at 1.5.
Well, because and I'm not even the worst. I would say I would argue at least I'm watching the movie without my phone in my hand.
Yes.
Most people watch the movie with their phone in their hand, and that's what they're doing now. Now they're making it so Matt Damon, like, all hell will be breaking loose, and he'll turn to his partner and be like, "Remember, we have to get the serum from Dr. McGillicuddy in the field, and we may get our stabbed in the back by Marsha, the spy we trusted in Timbuktu."
Yeah, Netflix is you got to do that every 10 minutes.
Yeah,
that's good because what people like in a movie is formulaic.
Right?
Also, if you're watching a movie with your phone in your hand, you have an addiction. And you should be embarrassed by it.
And you're not watching a movie. Yeah. But people do that, though, 100%.
You have to pretend you have IBS and then go look at your phone in the bathroom stall like a real addict.
Or you're just happy you have IBS.
Yeah.
You can't watch a movie with the phone in your hand around other people and admit to everybody that you're addicted to your phone so badly you can't even sit through a movie. That's embarrassing. Right?
I have seen people pull out their phones during movies and just start scrolling Facebook. Not even doing anything with intent, just scrolling Facebook. Well, just going through a feed.
Yeah, that's what I saw at the concert. Yeah. So, and I think it's worse at concerts even than movies, because movies there's an. I love movies with low dialogue now more than ever, just because I feel like it shames people into quieting down.
Yeah,
because people are, and I don't even really fault people now. I feel like we're so into the internet, then it's a very simple equation in my mind now. Even when the lack of respect that people have for each other, it's like if you spend all your time in this made up land where there are no real rules about how you can respect each other, then that's gonna carry over to every aspect of your life.
Sure.
Right?
Can we just all agree that that there is an addiction to our phones, and we have to acknowledge it?
Sure.
Right?
That's the first step in addiction, right?
And then
you're not wrong there.
Yeah.
I acknowledge.
Do you need to say something to the group here about what you're doing? Do I need to do it too? Do I need to help you?
I have many addictions. All of us do, right?
Well, we're not talking about your other addictions. No. And I'm not even offering that you bring those up.
So,
porno.
Listen, I would like. Speaking of porn, I'll get to that later.
He literally sought out a client because he has a porn addiction.
There's not a moment in the day that I couldn't tell myself I really want a beer right now or some sort of alcohol drink. I'd take it at any time, right?
Sure.
I think we all would.
Oh, it's my favorite drink. It's my favorite drink.
Like
breakfast beer. Come on,
dude. It's my favorite thing in the morning. You know I'm a morning drinker. Oh,
I want it.
Say that.
We all want it, but
society says you can't.
We have to tell ourselves, nah, we can't do that. We have to.
We have to acknowledge.
We have to do the right thing, which is not.
But we don't do that to the phone? Is that your question?
Yes, but we don't do it to the phone. We're just like, we just like, phone.
Well, hold on.
We have to hide. I want it just like everybody. But I have to, I'm watching one battle after another, and I'm like, oh, God, it's dragging on. I don't have the attention span for 2:45. I want to bring up my phone, but I have to purposefully just leave it down.
I can make you feel better.
Because I'm not an addict.
I can make you feel better.
Well, I am an addict. I just have to control it.
I even reach for my phone at 1.2 speed.
Even
that should make you feel a little better.
You have
even at that speed, like this is still boring.
Even at that speed, I was like, I can't handle this.
I need another input.
Nobody at my Chris Stapleton concert in Fort Lauderdale, no one could handle it. We're all poisoned.
Yeah, I know.
Everyone's listening to the music and
I don't even think
TikTok.
we're addicted. I think if we get off of it long enough, it's like anything else. You'd be like, oh, wow, what the hell? Yeah. What the hell?
Yeah. We all want that dopamine release, and we just have to
step away.
Learn when to use it and not be staring at it.
But it brings so much but it helps you so much too, right? Like, okay, so it's impossible for you and I, certainly impossible for you. That's basically your laptop. So it'd be like me asking you to stay off your laptop. We need you on your laptop for this business.
During business hours, that's got to be the case. And listen, I don't do it. I'm constantly being yelled at by my wife, and I'm sure my kids will grow up one day.
My kid's been yelling at me.
And then it'll be the saddest day in the world if they ever say, like, you were on your phone too much growing up. Then I'll dagger in my heart. That just shows how much of an addict I am. And we all are. Anyway, sorry. Back to movies. Right?
Yeah.
No, am I wrong, right? I do agree with everything you're saying. Nothing makes me sadder than
it's embarrassing.
It happened this weekend. I'm playing video games with my daughter. She's telling me something, and she goes, "Oh." And I heard it, I heard her tone change. Mm-hmm. She was saying, "Oh," because I had picked up my phone. I was staring at my phone. She was telling me something, and I had chosen my phone over her. That's not good.
Mm-hmm. Well, to your defense, little kids they say stupid things.
Okay, you're right.
they talk a lot. They're always
there's no
talking.
depth.
This guy's got my back.
There's no depth in the conversation.
Got my back like a chiropractor.
It's all small talk, surface level nonsense.
They're small, so they chirp. We know that.
That's right.
That's me.
So let's get into some movies. Let's talk about Avatar: Fire and Ash.
Yeah, I saw that since the last time I saw you guys.
That fire woman is hot.
Wolverine is a hottie. She got people online freaking out about her sexiness, the way she moves around.
Are they doing fire Avatar woman fan fiction porno?
I'm sure someone's already.
With AI now, it's probably like
there's probably thousands of tomes already, all very poorly written.
Serious Avatar fire woman porno question. How tall would the evil fire woman avatar be compared to yours truly?
They're
like 8-10 feet tall, something like that.
Yeah,
maybe. Yeah,
you'll see it in like the original Avatar when the humans are
standing next to them.
Yeah. There's like
she might be like 2.5 to 3 times your height. Literally.
You guys might have to leave.
That's a tree to climb.
Hold on a second.
And so, like, I don't know, for people who maybe...
That's definitely my kink. Don't let anybody ever ask on the show, Colette.
Amazon woman?
Yeah, if anybody ever asks me, what's your thing, Dan, don't let me out of that. It's 100% tall ladies. I like them tall.
The death by snooze.
And prehensile tails, right?
I'll take a tail.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean,
I'll take a tail. But I like them tall. Yeah. Super tall.
Could they even feel it, if you know what I mean?
It doesn't even matter.
Yeah, would it even be anything to them?
I'd like to live on them like an organism, like one of those little, like those parasites that live on dogs that just clean their fur. Yeah, just let me do that.
Like a dog barnacle.
I'll just rest around your bikini line. I'll just rest around there.
Mora Dan.
So you saw the water one, right?
I've seen them all. I've seen them all in theaters. I really like these movies. I think they're incredible films. The way they're made is incredible. I like the stories too. I know not everyone likes them or whatever, but I think they're very cool. And this one, the third one, is definitely the horniest of all three of them. The Stephen Lang character from the first, he dies in the first one, comes back in the second, resurrected as like a Na'vi, as one of the big blue guys. And in the third one, he gets into a relationship with the evil fire Na'vi. First, they do like an ayahuasca ceremony.
And this should have played in, but he doesn't want to break up with her because she puts it down. That's the thing about evil, crazy girls.
Yes.
And guys, I'm sure. I don't have any experience there. I'm sure if I were pansexual or whatever, I would gladly sleep with some evil man, and he would be my best sex partner because there's more passion there.
What are they doing, though?
I don't know. I got to figure out the secrets.
Like, I don't know. Like, every time I hear that, like, crazy women, they go crazy.
They have no inhibition. They do it all.
They do it all.
They do it all. They do this stuff. Okay. I'll give you a for instance. Like,
I know everything.
I'll give you a for instance. I'll give you a real for instance. Here's something I bet your wife doesn't do. If she does, you could tell me, and then it ruins my thing, but it doesn't matter. wives, I don't think, do that weird. Some, I'll get the email about it, but by and large, wives do not do the, like, come up naked, grind on you, flip their hair on you like a damn stripper, drag their hair down your body,
doing crazy,
being aggressive, biting your side of your neck. If my wife did that, I'd be like, take me now, I'm yours. I love that. Take me, beat me up, stomp them.
But,
okay, all right. But they don't do that. But the ones that do it, that's why they're memorable, because you're like, oh my God, she stomped me.
Okay.
Sold.
First time I've ever been able to explain something to it.
And he got it right away, first try. Yeah. Good job.
But the trade-off is they're like that in every aspect of life.
Correct. I was going to not tell it.
Well, I don't care about the other parts.
I wasn't going to tell that part. Like, as good as she is, graining on that wood, she's equally good cutting your car to pieces, taking a dump in the trunk, and pushing it into a lake.
Yeah, or shooting you while you take a shower.
True. You could get killed. That's how close sex is. Sex so good, it's close to death.
Yeah. You ever woke up to a knife in your face?
Yeah, but it could go both ways, because, and honestly, I think I'm stupid enough. You wake up with a knife, you're scared until she's like, I'm just doing this because it makes me horny. And I'm like, oh, okay.
I'll take that.
That's fine.
Dan, you should check out a movie called Strange Darling. I'm just going to put, based on this conversation, based on that,
I'll write it down.
Check out a movie called Strange Darling. That movie might mess you up a little, actually.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
So, Chris, if...
What I need is to be messed up.
It might get you good.
Is this better than the water one?
I think it's like the water one plus just a little extra fire. They're pretty equal, these two, in terms of quality. And I'm saying that in a way that I really, really like them. They're essentially each year these movies come out, they're like my favorite movies of the year. My favorite movies of last year were Avatar and Marty Supreme, which is like two completely different ways of making movies. But it's just, Avatar is so fun, so cool. It's a huge movie. And I'm like everyone else. I see the runtime's over 3 hours. I'm sitting down in the theater. I'm like, I hope this is going to be worth it. And then by the time the movie's wrapping up, in my mind, I'm thinking, is the movie ending? Like, I need more. There's no way it's ending now. Like, I'm so into it and enjoying it so much.
Does the CGI still impress you?
Yes. I mean, it looks real. It looks real. Like, it doesn't look like CGI. It looks like these are rocks and this is water and these are guns. All this stuff looks so incredible. I saw it on an IMAX screen. It looked so real. I'm sure maybe 5-10 years from now, it might look a little more computery. Yeah. Maybe people with more experience in like digital compositing and rendering, maybe they can see more like evidence of CGI in watching it.
But man, we're close.
Well, I mean, I think we're right there making like real real humans and all that stuff. I mean, it's crazy.
In 5 years, in 10 years, will we not be able to tell between computer generated and
some
reality?
People can't tell now, so I mean, it just depends on.
Even cheap AI fools people, and this is something that costs like $300 million and took 5 years to make.
Yeah, I've never been gotten before,
and you got by some AI.
I got, and it was little videos because they weren't going with something over the top. Mm-hmm. And if you can hide something that's relatively mundane and use AI for it, you can almost get around it. It was puppies just like showing the spot, like different markings on puppies. And it was showing a puppy that had like pretty unique markings. And I was like, oh, wow. And I was looking at these videos of the same dog, and I showed it to my wife. I'm like, look at how unique this dog is. My wife's like, I've seen this. You're a double bad. You're a double bad. She's like, you idiot.
That's a bummer.
Like, the animal ones get dumb old men. They get
little old men love PB dogs.
Yeah,
I wanted it to be true.
I got fooled by an Instagram filter. Like there was I came to Dan and I was like, you got to check out this you got to check out this creator I like. Her name's Leela T, and she's like a grandma. But what she does is she'll sing like a song to the tune of another song about going to the casino, right?
Okay, all right.
And so I really like, and then she's always traveling with her granddaughter, but you never see the two of them together. And then I'm reading comments on one of these videos, and I'm like, oh my god, that's a filter. The granddaughter just puts on a filter, pretends to be her own grandma, and makes up like a casino song. And I thought it was a real person.
It's better in our way, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's better on our side where it's like, yeah. Because I sympathize. You used to ask, and then why do people go like, but it's still pretty good? Remember? You'd get mad.
Yeah, if it's fake
and
video,
I think I'm one of those guys now because Andrea was like, those puppies are fake. And I was like, yeah, they're pretty cute, right? Right? I think I'm morphing into what I think I became it.
Yeah.
That's happening.
I am what I am.
That's the end of the world, by the way. There it is. So you mentioned it, Marty Supreme.
Yeah, Marty Supreme. I saw that as well.
What is this?
Marty Supreme is based on a real person, though I don't know how real the story is. This guy, Marty Mauser, in the 50s is a Jewish American who wanted to be, or was a professional ping pong player. And this is at a time in the world where ping pong, not in America, but in the rest of the world, is becoming a huge sport. And it's like filling stadiums and stuff. So the movie is about him trying to become the number one in the world, making money doing that, and becoming a huge success. That's his dream.
Along the way, he becomes the first guy to put sour cream on a taco.
Yeah, he figures out nachos. He meets Nacho. The guy makes nachos. And he's like, put some sour cream on that baby.
On my phone, I have an unfinished meme I'm creating using Photoshop Lite of a Supreme taco with a tiny Martin Scorsese face coming out of it, and I was going to put it up as Marty Supreme and see if I could get some legwork.
That would have been good.
Get a little traction.
So, that would have been good. But yeah, it's basically about a young hustler, but he's also terrible at life. He's constantly lying to people. He knocks up one girl and denies that it's his baby for most of the movie.
Did you watch Forrest Gump by accident?
they could cross over. People have been joking about it. Yeah, well, it'd be funny if the very last scene in the movie was like Forrest Gump walking into the scene and being like, "I know, little ping pong," and then they have a
oh my god, they should call the movie AIDS Supreme.
So Marty Supreme is one of the movies that I saw was they're predicting to be nominated for Best Picture.
It's going to be nominated for Best Picture, probably Best Director.
I don't want it to win. I don't want any of it to win because of him.
Because of Chalamet.
I don't like Chalamet.
Well, he's very good at it. He may win an Oscar for his performance.
I think there's something to be said about Chelsea Handler and other people talking about how he just thinks his stuff doesn't stink. Yeah, I don't like his attitude.
Who's Chelsea Handler?
I'm not rooting for him. I'm not. But he'll probably win because he's a good actor.
He may.
He's a really good actor.
It's either going to be him or DiCaprio or maybe Michael B. Jordan, but probably not. It's probably going to be Chalamet.
For Sinners?
Yeah, for Sinners. Right. Yeah. People really like Sinners. I mean, it's a great movie.
You know,
he's how old? Chalamet? Like 26?
27? 26, 27?
Yeah. Wow. A talented cat.
Yeah. So I kind of look at it like sports too, because like in entertainment, you're supposed to be humble, right? But what if you are just ridiculously good and you know you're good?
And you say, people got mad when he said, "I want to be one of the greats."
Yeah.
Which is like, well, why be mad about someone's ambition?
I don't think that's wrong.
In sports, we
celebrate that.
Celebrate, yeah. Where like this person is calling their shot. We like when someone calls your shot, except for in entertainment, you're supposed to be humble.
Yeah.
So, but then again,
but then it's a reverse with performance-enhancing drugs. In sports, no, they can't have performance-enhancing drugs. But actors, let them get juiced up for Thor and Captain America. I think they need to flip that stuff around. Let the athletes use the drugs. Let the actors be crazy braggadocious. I think it'll be a better world that way.
I
mean, he backs it up, though. That's the thing. I'm not rooting for him just because I don't know. There's a vibe that he gives to me that I put him closer to a John Krasinski that I hate for no apparent reason. No reason. I hate that man.
Krasinski's obviously can't even hold a candle to
not even
Chalamet.
Not even close.
As far as acting, because like Krasinski, I guess there's a big difference between Jim and then the like Navy SEALs guys he plays.
Yeah,
but that's about all he's got.
Not much. Yeah,
he's got Jim and Navy SEAls.
He's a TV actor who's also a pretty good director, pretty good filmmaker. So but Chalamet is only acting, and he's really crushing it.
He goes from Wonka to Dune, like he's run.
It's all over the place.
He's got a spectrum of acting. You got to give it to him, and he'll do SNL and do a good job doing comedy and stuff. And you're like, this kid's pretty good, So I don't really care that he's like calling a shot and saying I want to be one of the greats because he probably will be.
I mean, the
sports. Gene Wilder would have been in David Lynch's Dune. That would have been good.
Oh man. The analogy to sports is very good because he is approaching it like a sports, like an athlete's mentality in terms of wanting to be better and wanting to challenge himself, but also let people know what his intent is. I mean, he is also a sports guy. He grew up in New York. He's a Knicks fan. He's a basketball guy. So it's not surprising he brings that into the whole New Yorkness.
No, the Knicks. Yeah. Because they got Jalen Brunson, and he's so effing good. God! I don't know. There's something about it rubs me the wrong way, but funny. I cannot deny that he is a really, really
fair.
Good
and most likely he'll be nominated. Also, Odessa Azione, who's also in this movie, she may be nominated for supporting actor. But also, what's her name from One Bad After? Teyana Taylor is probably going to win that. It's going to be her or Odessa Azione for Marty Supreme. But those are like your acting best picture, like I think main contenders this year. But you never know. Other things can slip in there and surprise people.
I need to see how Charlemagne handles the ping pong actual, the sport of it and him playing, because I'm sure he practiced and studied.
Oh, he's been playing for like 5 years.
He took secret lessons for 5 years, I think, in preparation.
He
for
had
this.
ping pong tables within him on like the Dune set and on the Wonka set, so he could practice between takes and stuff.
Okay. Why no more leaning into like kind of picking it apart for the apparent like comparison to a Forrest Gump? It doesn't seem like I'm reading much about that, even though it does seem like it's very similar sort of tale. But I don't see anybody really picking it apart for that.
Well, I think it's more because the ping pong aspect, while central to his dream, not central to the movie.
Right.
It's about his hustle, his need for money. I mean, it's the same guy that did Uncut Gems and Good Time, so it's a very...
I enjoyed Uncut Gems.
I rewatched that. We I think it's coming out. We have an episode of Who's the Baddie coming out on Uncut Gems. So I rewatched that recently, and I think that movie holds up great. I really like the way these guys make movies, the Safdie brothers. And, just like Marty Supreme is good. Also, The Smashing Machine will be on HBO in like a couple weeks here. That's the Benny Safdie, the other guy, the guy who made The Curse with Nathan Fielder. Did you watch that show?
I did not.
Crazy, awesome show. Nathan Fielder, Emma Stone play a couple who want to start a home improvement show. So it's like a behind the scenes, sort of like a mockumentary about them trying to develop this show, but also like crazy supernatural things are seemingly happening around the house. And then because Nathan Fielder's character gets cursed by some girl in the very opening episode, and then things just start going wrong. It's a wild, weird Nathan Fielder show, but with a little bit of this Benny Safdie touch to it. It's very, very good. I recommend that.
Cool.
Highly, called The Curse. And then he went on did The Smashing Machine with Dwayne Johnson, which I liked a lot. It completely flopped at the box office, but I think it's really good. It'll be on HBO in a couple weeks.
What's that? Yeah, I've been thinking about that. I don't necessarily think that has much to do with Dwayne Johnson as it does the subject matter.
Yes.
For that particular movie is a character that I don't deem it's not necessarily a good dude.
Doesn't scream, come see a movie about this cool guy.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you think that's accurate?
I think that's a big part of it. And I think it's also a big fact is that wrestling / MMA movies do not make money at the box office. You think they would, but like the biggest opening weekend for an MMA movie is Kevin James's Here Comes the Boom, which made like 11 million opening weekend. So this one makes about 6 million. I mean, it's very low for a Dwayne Johnson opening weekend. That's what people were expecting of the Dwayne Johnson movie, but I think you're right. It's a wrestling fighting movie about a guy that people either don't know or doesn't come across as likable. So then they're going to wait for it to come out on streaming because no one's going to want to go to a theater, spend $20-25 for 2 tickets or whatever.
And we know he did a good job in that movie because Tom thought it was a documentary.
Yeah. You can watch the actual documentary. Watch them side by side. Put them on opposing TV screens.
The Rock, though, I will say any of the scenes I've seen, God, this is just because I think it's because of how I'm wired. Look, I can't even not do it right now. Any of the scenes where The Rock has a wig on, I laugh because The Rock in a wig is just, to me, will forever be The Rock in a wig. I'm like, I got a wig on.
He's a little too famous to it not be distracting.
It looks like. And because of his name, maybe it's all subliminal. It's like his name is The Rock. He's very chiseled. He's very lean. When you put a rock on it, you might as well take an actual rock. Or like, what is it? Mount Rushmore?
Yeah.
And put a wig. It looks like somebody put a wig on Mount Rushmore.
But then
it looks crazy.
I'll say even more distracting. Sometimes the makeup looks incredible. It doesn't look like him. But sometimes it looks like Dwayne Johnson in makeup. At the end, the character shaves his head. So he has all the makeup on.
Oh, he became The Rock.
But the eyebrows, he also, I think, shaves his eyebrows. So his brow is really weird. It's like a jump scare when you see him for the first time without hair in the movie. It's like, what is this? It's crazy. It's so funny.
All right, next movie you saw.
Have I ever told you guys this story before? When I was in kindergarten, and I think my dad was still drinking at this point. He's been sober like 40 years now, but I think he was drinking at this point at work. He had a beard. And at work, they told him, you can't have a beard anymore. You got to shave your beard. You got to shave your mustache. You got to shave all your facial hair. And, it runs in the family. He shaved his beard, his mustache, and his eyebrows. And he was like, how do you like this, guys? How do you like this?
So he did the passive aggressive.
His whole face. And then
that doesn't sound like the Mr. McGuire.
Then he came to pick me up from kindergarten, and I was like, stranger! I reported him to my teacher because I didn't recognize him.
You know what's funny is eyebrows don't mean anything. Like they're meaningless until they're gone. And you're like, oh my god!
Yeah. Like what happened to your face?
What frames your face?
Yes.
Yeah.
So, next movie you saw, Greenland Migration.
I just saw this a couple weeks ago.
Greenland, beautiful Greenland. All the resources.
Perfect timing for a release for this movie, I'll tell you.
Soon to be America Land.
America Land.
Red, white, and blue land. What we're going to call it.
Bart Merrick just went on vacation to Greenland, and then all this news started happening. He's like, I have no idea why we want Greenland. There's nothing there.
One of their defenses, I went on record as saying, one sled dog. He said that. Yeah, that's an actual quote. They said, what are Greenland's defenses? He goes, one sled dog. I'm like, oh, wow. Oh, is he joking?
He's been studying the reports.
What's happening?
That's pretty funny. That is pretty funny.
Yeah. I don't know, but I want Greenland. Why not?
Do I get some of it?
There? Oh, nothing there. Anyway, what is this?
It's the sequel. Ready for this? To Greenland. The Gerard Butler disaster movie from like 2000, 2001. It kind of got lost in the COVID shuffle.
Crash.
Plane.
Plane.
I
knew it was that's a good ass.
Plane is good.
Dude, have you
Plane
seen
is surprisingly good.
Have you seen Plane?
No.
That was on a
title.
1.2, and I went, you know what? This is good. I'm putting this on a 1.
I'm going to slow this one down a
bit. It's literally what it is. What you see is what you get.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Gerard Butler's an airline pilot in that one. The plane crashes on a remote island in Southeast Asia, and it's accidentally an island where some rebel gang is set up with a drug operation.
Yeah, it's perfect.
So they see the hostages and they go to kidnap them to hold them for ransom. And Gerard Butler and a guy it's a movie on top of a movie, because then there's a guy on the plane who's a prisoner transport. Him and Gerard Butler work together to save all the hostages and defeat the gang. It's such a simple, stupid 80s premise that it works perfectly.
It's an 80s movie. That's why I love it.
Yeah.
I watched it and I go, oh my God, where is my dad?
Yes, it should be starring Chuck Norris. If my dad were alive right
now, Delta Force, Chuck Norris, Charles Bronson.
Yep.
It's Bruce Willis. It's that style, and it's awesome.
Sounds like you threw Con Air and Die Hard in a blender.
Yes, exactly. Mm-hmm. And they did it without throwing in too much. They
don't overdo it.
Yeah, they didn't overdo it. Exactly, that's correct.
I think you actually told me about this movie, and then I saw it on, and I was like, oh. And
the thing is, it's called Plane. You're like, there's no way a movie called Plane is going to be good, but it's good. It could have been called Crash too. That's also would have been just a perfectly acceptable.
Sorry,
title.
I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, it's perfect. Greenland. I love Gerard Butler. It's funny you say 80s movies. He's like the modern. It's him and Jason Statham. They're like the modern Norris, Bronson, Stallone, Schwarzenegger. Nice. These guys making these 80s movies. It's now these dudes. So I will go see pretty much any Gerard Butler movie. There's a Jason Statham movie coming out in a couple weeks. I have no idea what it's about. It's called Shelter. Great, that's descriptive. I'm going to see it. I'm going to go see the other one that he has come out later this summer, because that's what these guys do. I'm down for these dumb action movies. And Greenland, especially this one, Migration, it's more about not strictly action. It's like a road disaster movie. They're trying to get from one location to the other while comets are falling from space and hitting Earth and destroying everything. It's like a stupid sci-fi premise, but it's all about Gerard Butler with the Scottish accent bringing his American family through.
The comets are falling!
The comets are falling! We have to get out of Pittsburgh or whatever he does.
Okay.
And that's hard because there's a lot of bridges.
Tons of bridges. He was screwed there. But it was fun. I enjoyed it. It's for Gerard Butler fans, if it's going to make enough money. I don't think they can make a third one. It'll be ridiculous, but it's fun. I enjoyed it. It was good.
And there are people that like end of the world movies and just that genre of movie.
Sure, yeah.
Like what it would be like and how the film depicts how people behave,
how society turns. They have to get through a part of Europe that's now turned to a war zone because these they don't spend too much time on it. Just briefly, these factions are fighting against each other for control of the region. So you just have to travel through this war zone. You don't have to know all the details. All right, let's get the family through. It's fine. And also, he's coughing up blood the whole whole time, so you know where that's going. It's
good
time. I love a good coffee got blood.
He's hiding it, puts the napkin away.
You know what? I will say that I'm a little too sensitive for coughing up blood die at the end. I'm looking at you, Red Dead Redemption 2.
Oh, yeah, man.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm more of a coughing up blood, and then I know he's going to die. You don't need to show me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Let him get a win, and then put the end at the end. Let him get a win, the end, and then go your way.
Red Dead Redemption 2 is like, we're going to swell the music. It's going to be a sunset. You're going to be sad about this character death.
You know why I have a hard problem with that? Because if I already know he's going to die, then why am I finishing this goddamn game? It bothers me. Psychology.
Is there a time jump after that where you're the kid growing up for the last part of the game? I can't remember. It's been years
anytime they make you a secondary character in a game, I hate it because it detracts from the other character.
Fair. You're like, I spent so much time with this other character.
Yeah.
But, like, Super Mario's not immortal. He's an Italian guy. He's going to die eventually, Dan. You know, like, he can still jump on some mushrooms, right?
No, he's going to die. He can't do anything.
Keeps getting the one-ups. I don't know.
Just leave him there. Just let him die.
He's got some good mushrooms, man.
Coinless and sad.
Speaking of an End of the World movie, we got the second incarnation of 28 years later. This one's called The Bone Temple.
The Bone Temple.
Which reminds me of...
Hey, that's what I call my... I'm sorry.
Someone had to do it. No, someone had to do it.
100%. So every time I hear the Bone Temple, all I can think of is Boner Garage. and I think of that lady. She passed away, by the way.
Yeah,
rest in peace, Boner Garage.
Boner Garage died.
But I imagine a white trash lady with the Bone Temple tattooed on her stomach.
Well, she would be a Jewish woman or maybe Middle Eastern. The whitos say Boner Garage. Everybody else is
Bone Temple. The Bone Temple.
Yeah, they're a little more respectful to their culture's religion.
Maybe Tibetan, perhaps.
So this is just the. It's not even a sequel per se.
It's a direct sequel to 28 Years Later that came out last year.
Would you say Tom couldn't have been more wrong?
I thought it was it's funny because I never saw, and I have to go back and watch the first 28 Years Later.
Sure.
But I thought it was just like, all right, it's the same around the same time, just a different story, but it has the same character.
The 28 Years Later, which is on Netflix now, if you have that, people can watch it. It's like new characters, but it's definitely, the same world where this rage virus has taken over England, but they now have established that England has been walled off and the rest of the world is fine, and it's all just happening in this like one little area, which is interesting. It has a final scene where like your main character meets this group of people and they're crazy. This movie picks up with that character, the kid. He's with this crazy group of people. And it ties back a little bit to the first movie, but it's a whole new story. And then the end of this movie, no spoiler, just saying the final scene of this movie cues up the third film in this 28 Years Later franchise, which it's already been announced and confirmed that Cillian Murphy is going to be in the third one that's coming out. I guess maybe
the Peaky Blinder himself. And that movie is coming out this year too. Really?
Yeah. It'll be in theaters around late March.
That's good news.
And then it'll be in Netflix like 2 weeks later.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, he'll be back in the next one. This one I loved this movie. I'm really liking these new 28 Years Later's movie. It's such a strange film franchise that was never meant to be a franchise. The first movie was a surprise hit because it was so cheap. And then the second movie cost a little bit more money, didn't make that much, so it sat for a while and no one really thought of anything. And now the original guys, Danny Boyle and Alex Garland, they're more popular now as filmmakers, and like we have ideas for originals. Cillian Murphy becomes popular off of Oppenheimer, and he's like, I'm down for producing them and like appearing in one of them. And now all of a sudden we have these weird movies that they're releasing in theaters for the masses to watch. And I mean, they are strange, and I love them.
Coming in from the chat room, our buddy Ryan says, 28 Days Later is the only movie where I saw someone walk out. It opens with Cillian Murphy's flaccid pecker, and this old woman and her grandson immediately left.
And a grandson.
Because you hear Bone Temple, you don't expect it to be flaccid.
Oh, man.
What the hell is this?
People watch it.
Sausage factory.
There is the guys, there's a rage infected guy named Samson, who's a huge dude.
Did I say Cillian Murphy?
Cillian.
I think I said Cillian Murphy. That's his funny brother. Yeah.
There's a guy now almost notoriously in this movie called Samson, who's a giant virus infested dude, and he has a big old hog, and they're showing the whole time. It's kind of headline grabbing, scene stealing in some ways.
Even in The Boys, there was one of the super guys has a has a
but you don't expect
an appendage that he can use that's not his hands and arms.
He can strangle people with it.
Like doctors and stuff. I think there's a scene in there.
Well, it's essentially this guy, but he's raging out and freaking out the whole time. This one's Ray Fiennes is like essentially the lead of the second one. He's excellent in this movie. It's very cool. It's got a really good soundtrack. Also, heavy use of Duran Duran throughout the score.
I like a good
cool
theme.
Yeah,
I like it where they kind of. And then they tie something together to make you think it might mean something, or it's just maybe stylistically with what they like.
Well, I mean, it makes sense that it's in England. He's an English guy, so he would be into Duran Duran, and but then later he has to do something else. He plays different music, and it's like diegetic to the world where the music is playing in the scene. It's not just like soundtrack music, but it works so well in both ways.
How many Durans do we? We only have 3 Durans left, right?
I have no idea. Were
Simon Le Bon.
Was there more than one Duran?
Simon Le Bon's alive. John Taylor, we lost him, right?
I have no idea.
Bass player?
Yeah.
Or was he drums? I don't know. Yeah, I think there's only 3 of the guys from Duran Duran left.
Oh, man. Age gets us all.
Oh, it's coming for us.
So, Chris, let's rocket through some coming soon movies.
Okay.
First one, I keep seeing the trailer and the advertising for this one, and it's called Send Help.
Oh, yeah. They're marketing this one pretty hard,
I told Tom this morning, I saw the trailer, and I've been trying to avoid trailers. When I saw the trailer, I was like, oh, this looks awesome.
Yeah, it looks pretty rad. Yeah.
Now, there's one element of this movie that I've never gotten on board with.
Well, you've had a problem with this before.
Yeah, and this is going to make me sound very sexist.
Here we go.
You can stop right there. And this is going to make me sound very sexist.
The end.
Yeah. And it's not really about. It has nothing to do with sex and
it has
gender.
to do with physical strength.
Yes, it has to do with reality. So, like in Misery, let's say, right? The female villain, right? In Misery.
I ain't letting no fat lady break my leg.
Well, it's more.
I ain't gonna let no fat lady break my ankle.
Well, when she weighs the same as you, like you can make the argument, like she's tougher. Like, they got this author who's like a weak, and then like this lady could tussle around with this dude.
And she was living on a farm, like she probably
like
chops
strong,
wood.
Yeah, she's stronger, and she can hold
I've been dragging hogs for 30 years.
Yeah, exactly.
She could drug and hold this dude down or whatever. But and in the Send Help, the whole premise is in the trailer is very good looking. I forgot the actress.
It's Rachel McAdams.
Rachel McAdams, who's probably in real life weighs what 110. Yeah, like 120 pounds, soaking wet. You know what I'm saying?
A lot of those people are like 104 pounds.
They are tiny.
Right? Yeah.
Tiny. Like Ariana Grande, like no BS. I think she weighs like maybe 84 pounds.
It's possible under a hundo.
Yeah.
And then she's getting bullied at work, and then she's on a work trip. I'm not spoiling. This is all.
No, this is all the trailer. Yeah, it's just a setup.
And then they get stranded on a deserted island. Plane crash. And then now she exacts her revenge because she's so angry about how she's been treated, and now all these dudes that were bullying her, these like corporate dudes.
Well, it's only one guy, right? It's Dylan O'Brien. He's the boss. And it's just the 2 of them, and
I think they're the only 2 left.
They're the only 2 left.
Okay.
And he's like, I'm the boss, and she's like, we're not in the office anymore, and I know how to do survival stuff. So it's like I'm in charge now. And then it looks like it's a survival. They fight each other. A crazy kind of movie.
What I kind of thought it was is like it's like horny, like sort of like horny misogynist predator versus. No, it's like girl predator nerd versus horny misogynist dum-dum that I'm gonna go get you.
And then there's a scene where she's super angry and then he's scared, and I'm just like, I can't. That's not reality.
Well, maybe they could have suddenly established that he's a wimp.
Well, Tom is talking about the age-old trope, right? And they have this in here. I'm just going to call my shot with the assistance of my business partner here. At one point, she's covered her entire body in mud. And she
Predator style,
she comes flying out of the mud, and a series of traps, like, encapsulate him, holding him above her. And she looks like the part. She's got a bandana on. She's made a whole outfit using leaves and palm fronds, and she's got weaponry that she's made, and she's looking at him like this is it, and then she has some stupid catchphrase she says to him, and Tom's just saying, more than likely they would have crashed. He'd try to use some of that stuff that guy just hold her down and probably do things he shouldn't do to her and then kill her. And then put her body in the ocean, and then
claim to be the only survivor.
Right.
There's a trope that anger or super anger makes you superhuman, and then you should be afraid. I was like, no matter how angry my wife gets, I will always be able to hold her down while you're hitting yourself.
People don't like to hear that, though.
And I'll spit a loogie on her head.
They don't like it.
And no matter,
you're going too far now.
She can be insanely angry. She could be trying to save her family.
Angry. She might actually pass out from angry.
Yeah.
And there's no way she could out-muscle me. It's just impossible
Well,
for
if you pass out from anger, which is absolute anger, then you're not even, there's no streak.
Well, okay, your wife, let's say a big dude, a foot taller than you, muscular, is threatening your kids. You don't think your wife could do some damage to a dude, like, properly motivated?
Could she fight Cadillac Pat to save Tommy and Max?
I mean, she'll do her best and scratch at her face. He will hold you down.
And spit on her.
Spit on you while
the
you
loogie part's very important.
And there's nothing you can do.
It's in the handbook.
Yeah.
Because
we all got the handbook.
It's like the whole thing is like, oh, this mother lifted a car to save her kid. I mean, that didn't happen.
Well, it does happen.
Your muscles have a top limit of strength, and adrenaline helps, but there's a wall there.
I would both agree with that, and also you're dismissing things that actually on record is happening, so I don't know how fair that is.
Because the wall is usually pain. You can perform to the point of pain, and then you stop, but like your body has chemicals that will dump in you that make you ignore pain and just exceed all those limits.
And it's either those chemicals or PCP will do the same thing. You punch through a windshield.
Exactly.
Yeah. PCP will allow you to keep going after you've been shot by the cops.
Yeah, and after you shatter all your bones
but
and everything.
It won't allow you to break an Olympic weightlifting record. It's just there's a scientific top of what your strength can be, and no amount of adrenaline will ever top that.
No, give me some PCP and some smelling salts, and we'll see. I'll blow out my beehole trying to prove you wrong.
Your beehole will go first. Your tendons will snap. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even know if you could break your own tendons, but they
they all stretch and snap like brittle rubber bands.
They snap before.
Those old rubber bands in your junk drawer from 5 years ago, they just snap like dust.
The road that you got Chris to go down now, I'm pretty proud of you. I cannot believe you got, this is like one of my favorite segments, and you got him to drive down Butthole Lane. And I cannot believe it.
Butthole Lane's always right around the corner. Are you kidding me? It's easy to drive down there.
Let's rock it through these. What's Whistle about?
Whistle is about, this premise is so stupid, I can't wait. It's about these high school kids, a bunch of delinquents. They fight an ancient Aztec death whistle. They don't know what it is. If you blow the whistle, apparently, then it summons your own death or something. The guy who directed is this dude.
Monkey Paw.
Yeah, it's like Scary Monkey Paw.
I love that we are all out of ideas.
Oh, yeah.
And we're like,
just recycled them, man.
It's not a paw, it's a whistle. And you blow it.
You blow it, and it's Final Destination means a monkey paw. But the guy who directed it is this dude who does the show Gangs of London, which season 3 just started on AMC. It's a British show that's like super hyper violent and crazy. So I'm looking forward to seeing what he does with this premise. I'm more interested in the filmmaker than the movie itself. But
Gotcha.
it is a very silly premise that I'm intrigued by.
All right, so we're out of time, and if you want to hear a bunch of other movies, Chris Crespo has his own podcast. He's been doing it. How long have you been doing?
10, 11 years now?
11 years.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Appreciate it.
And he does a damn fine job of telling it like it is. And how many movies, if you had to guess, or do you have an idea of how many you've covered on your show?
Covered, I would say, 500, 600, 700 movies, 800 new movies.
Right.
Not even just talking about old ones or whatever. Yeah.
So if you're a movie person, why aren't you subscribed to this?
Appreciate it. Thank you. Patreon.com/Crespediso.
If you watch them at 1.2, you could squeeze a couple more in there.
Hell yeah. I have no problem with that. Listen to them as fast as you want.
And of course, your sister podcast, Who's the Baddie?
Yes.
You can find out all episodes. Me and Daniel have been on a few.
Multiple times.
Jim Colbert is
he was just on the Trading Places. Yep. We have episodes come out on The Departed and Predator in the next few weeks. So there you go.
Awesome. And the Orlando Talk Show with Ross McCoy. Ross, you're going to be performing anywhere?
No,
recently?
but boy, that new Orlando Talk Show, we really get into the Orlando Tater Tot rankings. There's a huge shake-up in Tater Tot rankings.
Well, there's a lot of new restaurants, and some restaurants are gone.
Yeah, so, but this is, you won't even believe it.
Okay, there you go.
All right.
Breaking news.
We will be right back.
It is a corporate time with Tom and Dan. I'm Dan.
I'm Tom.
We're live on Twitch. We're live on YouTube. Come hang out at Tom and Dan Live. If you want to find out what's going on, when our free beer fest is, when our other events are going on, if you want to find out what's going on, see your social media clips of what we've been doing at Tom and Dan Live, and live every morning, all day, on YouTube at Tom and Dan Live.
Also, subscribe to become a BDM at tomanddan.com. It's right there on the right-hand side. You'll see it, no problem. There's a love meter. You could pick a number per month, and once you're a BDM, you'll get invited to our BDM Appreciation Week party we're doing in April.
Coming up.
And you'll be able to buy a $5 BDM Appreciation shirt with a bunch of gifts inside.
You should benefit from how stressed my business partner gets.
Yeah. If you're not, you're just sitting back and listening to the show.
Have you ever thought of selling it like that?
Yeah. It's all like when we started, it was $2.95 a month. I mean, there's a lower tier than that, but it goes all the way up to $10.95.
Don't even say that.
But I'm just saying, there's a spectrum of money that in 2026 is a drop in the bucket. And take advantage of my stress and watch until I die.
Well, you would agree that if you were doing this and people aren't subscribing, then why the hell are you doing it? You might as well sign up and watch them die. That's what I'd say. Tom and Dan, sign up, watch them die. Dude, that should be our whole ad campaign.
To this.
That should be our whole ad campaign. You want to talk about negativity being positive? I'm talking billboards. We buy the buses again. All of our new shirts are sign up, watch them die. That's the whole ad. That's the whole ad campaign. Small business, sign up, watch them die. By the way, I think I speak for all small businesses in America right now. The great America. Never been better. Gulf of America, never been better. It's never been easier to be a small business.
It's super easy. You should try
Anyone can do it.
Who the hell sold us on the small business owner?
Stupidest thing ever.
Yeah, worked for a mega corporation. Soulless mega corporation.
Work for a corporation that's so big that your job is a waste of money.
Yeah.
That's what you want to do.
Yeah. Or the government. Work for the government.
Did you hear my voice? Like it cracked. Do you know why my voice cracked? Because that's how you know I was dreaming of that. My mind was wandering.
Become a teacher. You can never get fired.
It's true.
Summer's off.
And look at all those young people you can sleep with.
Yeah, 2 weeks off.
That's a joke.
Sorry, I didn't even catch that.
I say a lot of them.
If they're over 18, that's cool, right?
It's totally fine. That's what this song, Police. Young teacher. Oh, wait. Young student, the subject of schoolgirl fantasy. Bookmark it. She's so close now. Knows what she wants to be. Oh, he's just sitting there stalking her. He's grooming her. Sting's grooming her.
So last night was the national championship game, and
if you want to call it that,
on the line with us right now is former national champion.
Yeah, and still.
Yeah, the former national champion. Enos the Penis is on there.
Hey.
Really?
Yeah.
I haven't sleep, but you're doing this to me now.
What's shaking, Penis?
You attack when someone's weak.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
That is when it's the easiest time to attack. Somebody told me that. They're like, you should wait when people are really weak. When they're down, they're down, you should kick them.
Plus, you're on the phone, so if I said that with you in studio,
I can't push you down.
You could go crazy and beat me up because you are bigger than I am.
I have a fun fact. This guy's been on salads for 6 weeks. He's so weak right now, even in his size. Even though he's bigger than you, I think you got a shot.
So, EJ, you were at the national championship game last night. So tell us about it. I got a bunch of questions. The first one is, who do you think had the bigger crowd? Because Indiana showed up with a lot more fans than I thought, and it was pretty loud, although it seemed when I watched the whole thing last night that when scored, it was louder.
Well, it was really 50-50. Like, where I was sitting, I was in the one end zone and across from Indiana. Indiana had one end zone, and Miami had the other end zone. And it seemed like right at the 50-yard line, it split, and it looked like it was 50-50, really.
I was really happy for you. You had a diagonal seat, which is my favorite seat in soccer.
Oh,
and
I love those, yeah.
Diagonal seats where you can it's literally like a video game view of what's happening, and I was like, oh, this guy's good. This is a good...
Also, the end zone view. I don't like the 50-yard line. I'd rather be in one of the end zones so I could see the coverages better and stuff like that.
Okay, yeah. Well, you played, so of course.
Yeah, I could see how it developed. Like, I saw... The reason why they got that punt blocked is it was in the end zone I was at. They didn't get the splits right at the very beginning. They didn't do the splits, and that's the difference. 1 foot is the difference between a blocked and a successful punt.
Interesting.
So me and the kid, I was sitting next to our former kicker, and he's like, and we said the same thing, like, they don't got their splits right. And
oh my God, you and the former kicker is the powerhouse of UM. You and the kicker. You should do a show called Kicker and the Fat Man.
Did you?
I'm telling you, it'd be a huge sports show. Tom and Dan present Kicker and the Fat Man.
And then you get a monkey.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Kicker and the Fat Man has like a chimpanzee.
Yeah.
The BJ and the Bear remake is what you're saying?
Yeah, but you got hot girls around you, too.
Yeah.
You're like a Pat McAfee, but not as funny.
Yeah. And every once in a while...
I sent you that picture, Dan, of Pat McAfee at the game.
I know.
He was like right across the Jumbotron that was next to us. He was right underneath that. So, like, I could have thrown a football and hit him.
Oh, you should have done it. Oh, take that back of me, you punter.
So, did you discuss with the kicker that you kind of wanted UM to lose, so you guys could be the last?
No, I never mentioned that.
Why do you keep like this narrative?
The people that were around me it was like Najee Davenport, who went to the Packers, and then Vernon Carey, who went to the Dolphins for a little while. Both those guys were sitting around me, so it was kind of like
you went to Krispy Kreme for a hot minute. I think you finished it up your tenure at a Raisin Cane's.
Oh no! But I got VIP for the FPL tailgate, and they had so much great food, but I couldn't eat it. I could only have like 6 grilled wings and a quarter of a pretzel. I was so upset with myself.
This is why they have cheat days. Is you go because I'm at you. I made a 1-of-1 scenario.
Yeah.
I wanted to, but my stomach wouldn't allow me. I got full.
Oh, my stomach was stopping me.
Hold on.
Why was your stomach not stopping you 3 years ago?
You've been on a diet for 3 weeks. You didn't transform your goddamn organs. You know how long it takes for your organs to shrink.
Seriously, I couldn't eat anymore. I was full.
You should have. Okay, you did it wrong.
That's
you should have.
Goddamn lie.
You didn't have any
You're
beers.
lying to my face.
You didn't have any beer. You had no beer.
He doesn't drink.
I know he doesn't, but I told him. I go, in this instance, you should have a meatball sub in each pocket and be guzzling beers.
My cheating was that quarter of a pretzel. Like I've cut up bread.
So you call yourself a man?
So,
quarter of a pretzel.
I'll send you pictures. I'll post the pictures later. So
okay, post them in the group.
It was a crazy event.
You're on a diet for 3.5 weeks, and you're like, I cannot. A quarter of the pretzel, I am.
If I ate a pretzel right now, I'd have to call an ambulance. My body can't handle this much wheat.
So EJ,
got him laughing. Okay.
So now the beginning of the game, obviously when Indiana was up by 10-0, like I started to look at it. I was
pretty
like, man,
even game though, right?
Yeah, Mommy wasn't moving the ball at the beginning of the game.
Yeah.
I think they were just testing what they could get away with, and when they went to halftime, they made the adjustments.
Now, I had heard that halftime adjustments are BS. That Peyton Manning was talking about how, like, he's like, you eat a banana and you go back out to it. He's like, you're constantly adjusting. Like, the whole media narrative of halftime adjustments are BS. But
interesting
I
that he
saw it
gave
happen quite a few times at Miami, so that's bull. But Peyton Manning probably didn't want to give away his secrets.
All right. I'll trust Peyton. I'll trust you over Peyton Manning.
I thought it, yeah.
To the kicker, you are
the narrative the NFL wants you to hear. Whereas I was actually around stuff like that.
I'll tell you one thing Peyton Manning can do. He can eat more than a quarter of a pretzel.
So let's talk about, like, I know more about the NFL than I do about college.
Okay.
So at the coin flip, right? So
you got Michael Irvin out there, and some other guy that wasn't as crazy as Michael Irvin.
Yeah, the guy from Indiana, the defensive end, Adewale or something like that was his name.
But he was
Indiana's representative.
But he was a part of the team, right? He was just
honorary.
Okay.
Yeah, he was an alumni. He went there.
Okay,
but they do that. So did you see the?
So do they do this normally in college in the national championship, where they have alumni come out with the teammates to do the coin flip?
That was my question.
Not usually. No, it's usually just they have some maybe honorary one, but it might be alumni, but not that often.
I figured this out.
They did this for Michael Irving.
Because
right?
he's like, sure. yo, I want to come out. And they're like, well, that means we got to invite another guy. And he's like, well, find somebody, man.
Yeah.
Because I want to get out there. I got cocaine in my veins.
Because Michael Irving
was on SNL this week, too.
Yes. And so when I saw Michael Irving come out for the coin flip, I was like, they knew the hype building up that Michael Irving was this hype man, and it became like this media narrative.
Little twist.
And they're like, we have to get him involved in, besides from him just being on the sidelines, like, let's get him on the coin flip. And because when I watched him walk out, I was like, what the hell is Michael Irving walking out with the team for the coin flip? And
the chat room wants to, they're insisting that we say Michael Irvin, not Michael Irving.
Oh,
the chat room is insisting that we say that.
Yeah. Listen,
you assholes, flush your head in the toilet, you freaks.
EJ just claimed.
Get out of here.
EJ just claimed he knew more than Peyton Manning. So
you're paying attention to the wrong things.
I'll tell you the truth.
You're paying attention to the wrong things.
We are at this point. It's ridiculous.
The ship is sinking, and you're worried about how your hat looks.
So,
and Ed Reed with that huge hat on, and he was like consoling Malik Tony. It was ridiculous. I couldn't even take it seriously when I saw the pictures of that after the game.
So, anything else that stood out while you were at the game?
It was interesting to see how crazy the fans were. Like, Indiana traveled. They got a bunch of people there, and they were louder than us, I think.
Well,
they probably needed to be.
Daniel mentioned that, it's the first time Indiana's ever been to a national championship, I believe, right? Yeah. So,
I know of at least 10 people that are Indiana fans that traveled.
So,
like 10 paying tickets.
Yeah, and then you got, obviously, a Heisman Trophy winner. Like, the whole state is excited. Obviously, it's like a lot bigger of a deal.
Is that guy a big deal? Is Mendoza a big deal going into the draft? Because
he's going to be a first-round pick.
I like his.
He'll be a first-round pick.
He's going to the Raiders, and
that's
why Brady was there, sideline, right? Everybody's saying he was there, like, checking it out.
Yeah, and by the way, when this comes up on your sports books, if Mendoza is going to be the first round pick, there's always some like media narrative that gets thrown out there that maybe they're not going to pick him. And as soon as that happens, the odds will go down.
So jump on it.
And then jump on it big time then.
I will do that.
For sure, Vegas is taking Mendoza as
I like him. Do you like him? I like him a lot. Have you seen the interviews with him and what he talked about? Did you see what he did with social media going into the game?
No.
Like, he deleted every app on his phone except LinkedIn. He's doing sort of like that guy Trevor Moab in that book that I'm reading called It Takes What It Takes. He's just doing – I'm not a college student. I am an elite quarterback, and I have LinkedIn because I don't need any distractions, and I'm going to be the guy.
Yeah. I mean, I think nowadays everybody's just taking after the greats, like a Brady or what, like a
Tiger Woods.
And then knowing like, hey, this is what it takes. I have to dedicate every single thing. There is no balance.
Well, if you want to do it at the highest level, you can drink. You can have Instagram. You can stay out late. You don't have to train as much, and you can still perform. You can still be a champion. You can still do Super Bowls. I think you can. I really believe you can if you have unlimited talent. But are you going to be the best you can be? You're not. Are you going to be the best? Are
you going to be a legend?
You're not. You're not going to be.
You know what's crazy is that even someone that does everything right, like a Josh Allen, right? Like puts every ounce of everything he has into it, every training, every conditioning his body and stuff, and it's still there's luck involved.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? So like Josh Allen could never make the Super Bowl.
But like also in the book, what they say is learning. A lot of these guys, they're disappointed. Sure, they didn't get the outcome they wanted. They will try harder again, but at least they bet on themselves. Yeah. And then at the end of the day, they know at that moment they worked their hardest. So now they have to come up with a new hardest.
And then if you're Drake May, you could join the Patriots, have the losing season, and then make the Super Bowl, which they probably argued this year because old Bo Nix broke his foot, and now
it's looking that way.
And now it looks like the GD Patriots. I'm rooting against them so hard, like. I'm trying to look in every single way. Like, can Denver win this game just purely off defense?
Is this your lock of the week, Tom?
No, there's a chance.
Are you kidding me? No, I think the
you're not going to bet the house against the Broncos?
No, hell no, because I'm not betting at all these games because both games are a coin flip in my mind, and it's like anything can happen. I don't know what the hell I forgot the quarterback that's subbing for Bo Nix, but he's only had
he hasn't thrown in 2 years.
Yeah, 3 career starts or some nonsense, and I don't know. I got.
You know what they need to do? Because this is popular.
Yeah.
One phone call to old Horsetooth Elway. Get in there. Get in there, horse. Hey, horse. Hey, big fat drunk horse that wrecked your golf cart. Hello, this is big fat drunk horse.
His buddy passed away.
Did he die?
Yeah. Remember?
His friend. He killed his friend.
Yeah. Anyway,
this is the horse speaking.
John, old man Elway out there.
Can you hear his teeth on the phone? You probably can. And then you get him out there.
They're 2 inches long.
And you run the throwback jerseys, the bright orange, bright blue.
So, before we go, EJ, I want to tell you a fact I heard about Michael Irving. Because, and by the way...
Irving or Irvin?
Irvin. He did it wrong. He said Irving.
Michael Irvin.
You got it.
Everybody out there, do yourself a favor and look up Michael Irvin on your TikTok or your Reels or whatever, and just look up Michael Irvin stories, right? And then enjoy yourself. Because the amount of stories this guy has in the league and just him talking S to other reporters is hilarious. But I was, scrolling through watching his stories and reminding myself how much
I like character.
I like a good character. And I think more college football, and I think this will cause more alumni.
It's a commercial for Miami University, if you're asking me. Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
To pop up in other schools and try to take this role because it's been a great thing to watch.
Michael,
and it makes it more entertaining.
Michael Irvin is U of M Ric Flair.
Yeah, you're right.
It's important to have a real, not a fuzzy mascot. You need a real guy. That's done it out. People love him.
So. He tells a story on some podcast I watched. This is crazy, right? So he is the 15th out of 17 kids, right? Which is automatically crazy, right? So when he was born, someone told his mom, I don't know if it was a fortune teller or a friend of the mom or whatever, that this one, number 15, was gonna I guess the mom was crying. This is a story he tells. Mom
sounds like some cocaine. Hold on, I'm gonna write a story now.
So Michael Irvin's mom was crying.
This was on Club Shay Shay.
Okay, Club Shay Shay. The mom was crying because she was like, oh no, I'm pregnant again. I get 15. It's too much or whatever. And then someone told the mom
they pulled her aside like Bagger Vance, and the quote was, they said, hey. Something's different about this one. God has put something unique in him.
Yeah. And this one is gonna make your end days better than your current days, right? This one is gonna make your retirement, right?
Like an Asian man with a mogwai told you that at an old oddity shop in downtown Brooklyn.
So then Mike Irvin says that his mom started telling him this every day when he was a baby through his entire childhood, that he anytime he tells a story in Club Shay Shay where he opens the fridge and it's empty and the mom's like, don't worry that it's empty because you're gonna make my later days better than these current days. And then you're telling a baby this, and then he did it. And then I started thinking, I was like, all we have to do is tell our kids, hey, you
are the oracle proclaimed. You're the one.
You're the one.
So you want to make it a self-fulfilling prophecy? Is that what you want?
You could do this. There's still time.
I ruined to my kids.
Oh, no, Tom's too late. He has already babied his kids.
You can do this. I think you do this.
They feel no pressure to save me when I'm if I told but that's what you have to do as a parent. You have to tell your baby, and it has to be a baby. The baby has to be 3. And
that's the end of baby, but that's the tail end of baby.
And then you have to say that everything that I have is banking on you making my end days better.
It's all up to you, baby. The ball is in your court, baby.
And then Mike Irvin literally, took that drive and then it brainwashed him into believing that I have to succeed to take care of my mama And then he did it.
Yeah, and he did it.
Like, what the hell? That's crazy.
Pure guilt. Got him there.
I didn't know that you could brainwash a baby into actually becoming an NFL star. Now,
you can brainwash babies to do a lot of things.
Now,
the Japanese got some. They got like killer babies out there, right? Like the experiments they were doing in other countries with babies.
Now, it does help to have Michael Irvin's genetics a lot. That's almost not
just no football. Michael Irvin.
Because EJ's mom could have told him that forever, and nothing would happen.
Michael's skin is so shiny, and you know what I mean. Like he he does not look old.
And then
he looks like a young man.
He still has a six-pack.
Yeah. And then if you hear these other stories about like how he didn't train and partied.
He was a partier. Yeah. Everything you read about, he's a partier.
He bought a house they called the White House to fill full of prostitutes for him and other Cowboys players to bang. That was near the training facility.
Well, it's got to be close.
And they would just bang prostitutes and then win games. It was insane.
I mean, that's the champions mentality.
All right,
results talk for themselves. They won 3 Super Bowls.
Well, congratulations, and here's the thing.
I'm glad you got to go, man.
It's hard to get to a national championship, so you may die still holding that honor of being the last UM player with a national championship. And the other ones are way better.
It doesn't make up for the 3 o'clock in the morning getting back to Orlando.
Oh, come on. You're tough. You can do it. You'll be fine,
He's
man.
not tough, though.
I want to go home and take a nap.
Yeah, but how much? Honestly, how much work do you... Oh, you're going to be all right. You're right. I think you're going to be fine, man. Reframe it differently. You're just sad because you don't get to eat all your yummy sugars.
Yeah, I know.
You're grumpy.
There's so much good stuff, food. There was like... cotton candy I wanted to eat at the game.
You're grumpy. Go to the bathroom and masturbate on the clock and then come back. You'll feel better. Answer some emails. You're almost done. You got a couple hours. You'll be out of there.
Welcome back to A Corporate Time. We've got Andrew Grand here from the Pinball Dudes.
All my papers fell down.
Right off.
Hold on. Let me give you a blast.
How you doing, Andrew?
I'm doing fantastic. How about you guys tonight?
Good. Sorry. We'll talk pinball in a second, but before we start talking pinball...
Talk about something important like drinking.
Let's talk morning drinking.
I love morning drinking.
Because Daniel brought up...
let me ask you a question first, because you bring up an interesting topic, but let me throw a question at you first, and then you can just guide the boat, okay? Why is morning drinking frowned upon? People go out at night and they drink until they poop their pants.
Or wake up drunk.
But if a man wants to have 2 to 4 crispy boys between 8 and 10:30, what's wrong with that?
Well,
it's been villainized.
It's counterproductive to a productive day.
Okay,
if that's your goal,
point.
now
that's a great point.
If you're on vacation, you could make the argument that, hey, I'm on vacation.
And why do they taste the best then?
Okay, so
a 7:30 Coors Light Blue Mountains out of a wet cooler.
I can't say I've ever had one.
Oh my early. Man, I'll give you one and you'll hug me.
Hold on, Andrew. You never had a morning drink?
I usually at least wait till 10.
No, man.
What are you doing?
On the camping trip, I'll be so dehydrated. I'll unzip. That's how the tent sounds.
Now, if you're super drunk from the night before, yes.
I'm going to do some Foley here. Here's me getting out of a tent. Okay, so I get my tent open.
God, I hate tents.
And I walk out, and I have to take one of those pees that you have to pee so bad that you can't pee.
Oh,
you know, there's ones you can't start it because you're afraid if you start it that your abdomen's going to just blow out. Like it feels weird. You're like, if I start this, I'm going to die.
You've been holding it all night, it's like your brain is like, you got to hold it. So
right.
Like because you're like, I don't want to get out of this. It's cold out there.
Delayed
it's
guide.
wet.
It's a delayed guide.
I have to sit here miserable and hold it all night.
So
I would have peed like 4 times.
So you pee.
Can't hold it.
And you pee. And then I look at my watch. I look at my Apple Watch. It's all in red. It's at night.
Yeah.
Night vision, and it's red, which makes me feel like I'm a bit better camper than everyone else. When you have night vision anything, you feel like you're a better camper than everyone around you. I look at my night vision, it says 5:30.
Yeah.
Oh, I reach in that cooler.
Yeah.
And I get me an ice cold wet cooler because it's ice and water.
Yeah.
That's how you get the coldest beer.
Yeah,
you pull that beer out, it's got Blue Mountains, and that you drink half of it, you slam it, and you're like, yes! Greatest thing in the world.
a lot of old people that have Alzheimer's.
I like where this is going. I like where this is going. Lead me.
If you just have cognitive decline, like your brain only works the best in the morning, right? Like when you wake up. So it's like, hey, Pop, you remember me? Like you got to get them right in the morning because you're like
It's like putting a beard on a baby, right? It's like you're taking something fresh and brand new and aging it.
Your body does go into the state of recovery when you rest and sleep, and then so in the morning your muscles are supposed to be more recovered. Your brain is going to work fresh. You know what I'm saying? So it's important that right when your brain is fresh, that you poison it with a little bit of alcohol, and then it's like you get the most euphoric effect from that.
I think I can piggyback on top of this a little more, Clay.
Yeah.
It's called the Patch Adams.
Okay.
Why is it called the Patch Adams? It's because your brain is waking up and answering the door. Right? You're like, and your brain is like waking up. It's like, hello? And you take a shotgun. And you blow its head off. Patch Adams. That happens in the movie. Spoiler alert. But you literally, it's your brain is waking up and like, are we going to have a good day? And you go, gone.
So, I like the only time I morning drink like real early is golf. Like even even
you got Andrew.
Gotta have a beer while you're drinking.
Yeah.
And then gotta have a golf while you're drinking.
Like even camping.
Did you hear about? I invented that.
Yeah.
Gotta have a golf while you're drinking. Put that on a shirt, and we could quit.
Like even camping, I'll wait till after breakfast or something. I won't do. But golf. Like, because usually, like, you wake up.
Peer pressure is hard.
Well, you got to get there early as hell. And then, and so anytime I do that, like a charity golf tournament, like the Ocoee charity golf tournament coming up in April, I get there in the morning and then everybody has, and then since like golfing and drinking is like everybody's on board, like no one. It looks at you like, come on, but what are you doing?
No.
Drinking this? Like everybody, like you're with 100 people that are all doing it.
It's like when you take your clothes off at a nude beach and you're walking around and people like looking at you like, the
bar's always open.
Yes, the bartender, the cart girls are already serving. The people, the organizers there are like, they're happy.
I like a cart girl. Can I say that? I like that cart girls carry a level of feminine toughness that is not always allowed. Can I say it? I'll say it like that.
Also, they're
the gatekeeper for your beer.
And
they are,
they're open to sexual harassment.
That's what I would say. Yeah.
And they're tough. They're tough to it. They're not open to it. They may not like it, but they're real like they know it's part of the job.
Yeah. Well, it's like how many times? How many times did I hear some old man like, "I'm just washing my balls"? They've heard that 35,000 times.
They've been called sweetie and hun, and they're just tough to it, and they don't care. They just want the tips and then get out of there. Anyway, drinking in the morning, right when you get there to charity, and all the organizers, it's like, hey, this is for charity. You guys are like heroes, so you deserve to drink.
And you feel, and here, what's the first thing a guy does when he's told he's a hero? You want to drink, right? When somebody's like, "You're a hero," it's like, I need a beer.
But you can do it where you stop in the afternoon. Like I can't stop. I
can't stop
because
like a Pringles can over here.
Yeah, like it gets to the afternoon, I'm drinking, and then I'm tired as hell, and then I'm like, I want that feeling like I had at 7.
Well, sometimes I don't stop. Like you've seen me when I've done the morning, and then it carries all the way through. I've done some really bad stuff.
Yeah, but then it's just a horrible plane crash, and then it's like you got to deal with it.
Well, no matter what, you're going to deal with it. So I've eaten a lot of dinners, right? Like where I feel like crap, and I just live the hangover. I don't sleep the hangover. That is the difference. Yeah, I've wanted to talk about this for a minute.
You have to face it. And
I would prefer, and this is reality, I would prefer to drink, you start at 8:30 or 7. Let's start 7:30 golfing, right? We're done by 11:30.
Yeah.
I've had 7 beers. That's a lot, okay?
Yeah.
I know that the weird lunch I'm going to have with my family is going to be fun because I'm still buzzed.
Okay, yeah.
I also know anything my wife asks me to do or go along with after that is everything's going to decline from there. I know I'm going that the plane is crashing.
Yeah.
So I'm coming into my hangover as I'm going to Home Goods, as I'm going to Trader Joe's. I'm getting snappy with my family. I'm like,
you're irritable.
Yeah, I'm irritable. I'm taking a lot of trips to the bathroom. I'm vaping in the bathroom, splashing water in my face. Like, you can do this, you can do this. And I live my hangover until like bedtime, it starts to lift.
Oh, it goes.
And then you're like, oh, God, it's almost gone. And then that way you get a good sleep. Seriously, this is why I do it. Because then when you get into bed, you almost lay there and it's like, thank God, relief. Sweet relief, you know.
So you have to do the afternoon hangover. And just deal with it.
You're gonna get a hangover no matter what. It's literally when do you want it? Right?
Yeah.
Do you want it the next day?
Yeah.
I would prefer to take it the same day, and then the next day, hopefully, I'll be a little more recovered. I should write a book about this.
There's a myth that you could sleep it off.
I like Tom's idea. Just don't stop drinking.
Yeah, that's true. But you can't. I don't think you can. But you can't sleep it off.
No.
That's why I choose to just work through it.
Your body will pause, and you're like, all right, when you're sleeping, no hangover. But when you wake up, double hangover.
But if you sleep, if you're out of it or close to out of it, and you go to sleep, you'll sleep better, which is better for recovery.
Yeah.
So I sort of think like I figured out some weird hack. But it's just an excuse to drink early in the morning because it's a lot of fun.
So, Andrew, let's talk about Free Play Florida. You were that event happened back in November.
Right, the same weekend as the Beer Fest.
And
you guys had.
I've been involved with Free Play Florida.
I was there when you did the bathtub challenge.
That sounds terrible.
Oh, it was super sexy.
You did the old bathtub challenge.
Yeah. You know what?
Play Smash Brothers, I believe, while you're in an ice bucket.
No, ice tub. It was Sonic the Hedgehog.
Oh, it's Sonic.
And I was in Ice Tub. I was against Dr. Disrespect.
Apathy?
Yeah.
Keith Apathy. He signed our bathroom. I see it all the time.
Yeah.
But he was one of these YouTubers that did a character that was like a nerd that had like a lisp like this or something. I'm Keith Apathy, something like that. And he was like they all come and go now. The churn of tubers now. We should just start calling them tubers, right?
Can I tell you the true story about that?
Oh, yeah. Go ahead. How did you get roped into that?
Years later.
Okay,
we have our friend Andrew in from the pinball
I'm guessing
dudes.
Lost the bet.
We have Andrew in from the pinball dudes, and you are triggered, and you're like, I must spare my soul.
Okay,
is this sworn to secrecy?
So, I don't know what year was that? I feel like it was a while ago.
5 years ago.
It was pre-COVID.
So it was the last one before COVID.
Yeah, we're talking about 2019, 18, something like that.
Okay.
So it's been a while. But the Free Play Florida came, and they were doing some advertising. So I'm like, okay, and we've got help now, and Tracy's an awesome salesperson for TND Media.
Tracy's the best.
And
I was just listening to her on the way right over here.
We definitely found. She got a podcast competing against us? No, that's a joke.
No, but I'm still the head sales guy of TND Media, he
has to say that because Tracy's on your heels, man. She's nipping on your heels because she's so good. Have you seen how good Tracy is?
I know she's good.
So
she's
good.
Really
I feel the pressure.
She's so good. I wouldn't be surprised if you get a call one day where she's like, "Hey, maybe I can help you out on TND Media." She's like, "You're already advertising with TND Media."
Well, also women have it easier in sales, and I'm just going to go ahead and say it
because she's cute.
Yes,
she's very cute,
and all women have it easier. And I feel like when they walk in, because generally, I'm not being sexist, but generally, like the man's the boss of the company, and then you got to deal with the man.
The stereotype. Yeah.
And then when I walk in,
dude, a little less time.
Yeah, when I walk in, I feel like he's like, like he crosses off, and then there's like a automatic shield pops up.
What do we have here? Look at this! Somebody sent a cop here. Hey, what are you doing here, cop?
And then you have two alphas.
You look like a cop. You look too much like a cop.
I know I do.
Can I ask you something? Would you be okay with just a not clean shave and not beard? Do a 5 o'clock shadow, like to let guys know that you like a cold beer. Because now you kind of look like you want to take an Indiana Jones.
Too uptight?
Right now you look a little ice.
Little too
vanilla ice.
So Tracy walks in, and immediately the boss. No, I'm just saying the boss is like the no shield up, and he's willing to talk numbers.
What's coming? Hey, we got cleavage coming in.
Anyway, back to the true story.
All right, bare your soul. So this is Tom. This is at Free Play Florida. You were playing Sonic the Hedgehog versus Keith Apathy. Apathy.
So I, whatever, to make the deal happen, because I was talking to Mr. Free Play or whatever. It's another guy, and the barrier goes up, and then I start agreeing to do it.
Yeah, you'll do anything. You're like, I'll suck your Sonic.
and then he's like, hey,
Pac-Man.
And he's like, I want to do this thing or an ice bath challenge or whatever. And then in radio, you know what? Hold on. How much time
do you want me to do? I look like you wanted me to stop the recording.
No. In radio, you
got time, man.
You work your way up to the host. Me and Daniel are hosts of the show.
We knew because
and then you send out the host minions.
The host of the show we were on is still there, which should have led us to believe and everyone to believe that he was going to stay host forever, right?
Well, it's like you send out the minions to do this garbage where you get in the ice bath and the Speedo.
But we started our own thing, making us the host.
Yeah, but why we never got the minions to send out? You see what I'm saying?
But you blend.
I wanted to do it to Butler, and he didn't want to do it. The flocking shoes. That was the first test.
Butler is. I talked to Butler yesterday. Actually,
he's not a stunt boy.
He rejected it. I didn't know what to do.
Guy. He's too creative and sensitive.
Anyway,
and he doesn't want his shoes ruined. Those are like.
So I told
brand new Allbirds.
So I told Mr. Play I'll do whatever it takes to get the advertising money.
Whatever it takes.
And so
You'll be playing Sonic the Hedgehog in an ice bath.
I got the deal, and then the thing with me is that I'll agree to do anything a month in advance because I'm like a month. I'll be dead by then.
Well, that's your time insulation, right?
When it comes around, you're bitching. Like, son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Gotta get in a goddamn ice bath.
Yeah. Like I'll be like, what do you want me to do? Things I wouldn't normally do if they're long enough in the future, I'll agree to them because I'll think to myself, that's so far in the future, I don't even care.
I got the name right.
It's a bad at life trait.
It was, something Keith Apathy.
All right.
That was the name of the YouTube character.
So anyway, the day comes I'm supposed to do it. I was so mad. I was mad that I had to do this because I agreed to do it a month earlier. So then I'm like driving there. It was a goddamn
why didn't you
international drive far. Anyway, so
were you expecting people to? Were there people there, like therefore? I was about to chant John.
No, there's no one there. Anyway, so
I was there chanting.
So I get there, and then I'm like, we'll make this.
Like, that's what he looks like.
Bearable and edible. Because I'm like,
hold on, this goes on to the morning drinking. We got to get out.
I'm like, I cannot do this sober. I'm already mad that I'm back doing these stupid stunts, and I'm like taking my shirt off. There's a crowd of nerds.
Yeah, it's fine. You weren't training then?
No, I wasn't. I was out.
But no, you were fine. You were fine.
Yeah, but but besides from that, I'm like, why am I? I'm like,
you weren't disgusting blobbo or anything.
I'm one of the, me and you are the hosts of Tom and Dan.
Yeah.
And
you notice I never offer any of this. I never offer to do anything.
Well, of course you don't.
In fact, they're like, look, they're like, you have to do it. They're like, you must do it. I was like, I'm not doing it.
So, because there's no reason. Well, why would you? You know what I'm saying? Because
I've never done that. I've never lowered myself to do that ever.
You don't have to.
Ever, not even.
You don't have to. I don't have to. I shouldn't have done it. The guy, Mr. Play would have been like,
you should have grabbed the guy by the throat and said, "I'm not doing it."
No, he didn't even care that much. I think I offered to do it because I'm a people.
Because you didn't want him to feel bad.
Yes, I wanted the deal, and I thought that I had to do it.
Because you thought he's like, "Oh, you're not going to do it."
Yeah. I was disappointed.
Yeah.
He's like, "Who's going to do it? No one."
I'm having a bad time, and then you're like, God damn it, I'm powerless to people having a bad time.
We'll say this year.
Then you have to do it. Dude, this makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. I wanted to please him.
He probably feels better talking about it. You feel better talking about it.
This year, they didn't have any clowns.
That's the funniest thing you've ever said, Andrew. Oh, my God. Melissa marked that.
This year, they did not have any clowns.
So then I took the edible, right? And I took it while I was driving.
But you mad took it. You mad took it.
Yeah. And then I got there, and then all of a sudden it kicks in, and they're like, "All right, and I'm like, whoa, there's too many people here." Like, and then I started getting a panic attack.
That guy's doing his character, which is really over the top.
Yeah,
Keith Apicary character.
I don't know what the hell's happening.
A nerd, and he talked like, "Hey, Tom, we're gonna do the thing." And he's talking like a nerd, and you're like, "Oh, stop, nerd."
Yeah. He's got his own character. He's got glasses on and a comb over or some wig.
Yes, there's an announcer guy announcing you guys all and hyping it all up.
So then I see there's ice baths, and then there's a bunch of people, and then
there's a bunch of gothopotamus standing around looking at you. Like,
so then he's like, you want to get changed into the robe? And like they brought me into this back room, and it's all bright back there.
Yeah, and some goth was like, "I'll do it."
You know what the weird, and this is what initiated the panic attack, is it getting changed in
getting changed next to a fountain drink machine in the vending area of a convention center.
I was getting board shorts on. I had to take my whole clothes off.
A tiny little acorn pecker. You're standing there completely naked. Acorn pecker backstage.
And I was in a gigantic goddamn
convention room.
Convention room. Like they pulled the slider.
Can I tell you something?
I'm in a football field.
You held this story to the correct time. Tom, look, I have to pause you for just 1 second. I have to give you love. Tom is such a good story. My buddy's such a good storyteller. My business partner is such a good storyteller. He will take stories. He'll be like, "Not yet. I got to age it." He'll put this stuff. He'll age it like a piece of Wagyu beef, like a fine wine.
5 years later.
This is such a good story.
So I get changed into board shorts. I put my robe on. I'm full on panic attack at this point. Yeah. And then they're like, "All right, come out." And then
what happens when you have panic attacks? Everybody knows you turn red. Your whole body starts getting blotchy.
Yeah, but no, I'm fighting it down. Like I'm like, because I'm embarrassed to admit that. Sure. I don't want to tell anybody that because I don't believe that it's real.
It's a weakness, right? If you admit it, then it's real.
You didn't have your comedic backup on it.
That's so awesome.
And so then they're pouring ice, and this thing is like, it's not a BS ice bath. It is like a 5 party bag. Yeah. Ice bath.
They did it right. I saw it. I saw photos.
Yeah. Where it's not like I'm getting in and there's a couple cubes. Like it is.
It was like one of those horse trough.
It was the ones you get.
It's a foot thick of cubes.
Yeah, a lot of people that don't have a ton of money but want to do legitimate ice baths. That's exactly what they do. They save their money for an ice machine. Yeah. And then they buy the horse trough, and then they buy from like Tractor Supply, and you just fill it up with ice and water, and it's just as good because it's
freeze
just
your
ice.
buns off.
So that was the only benefit of my panic attack, because my extremities were already numb. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So when I got in the bath, I was already numb.
Did it stop your panic attack, the ice? No. I always wondered what that would do if I were having an anxiety attack and you just dunked me. What would happen to me?
Yeah. It's equivalent to shot in the heart of adrenaline. Okay, like Pulp Fiction. Because when I got in there, all of a sudden, everything went away, and I was dead sober. I was not high anymore, not panic attack, and then all of a sudden,
you were Sonic.
An internal cold hit me where my body started shivering, and I think marijuana too lowers your body temperature or something. And so the combination,
I get really cold when I take a lot of marijuana.
The combination of that and the ice bath,
because I think it slows your heart rate, and then if you have less circulation, then of course you'd be colder.
Yeah. It short circuited my brain, where then all
Never
of a sudden,
been the same
all I could do, I was like, please just lose. And then what I was playing, I didn't even understand.
Were you winning though?
No. Because they were laughing. It was all slow motion. The guy
slow motion laughing.
All for something no one would remember.
These guys are high in the bed.
I remember the crowd, everybody's laughing. I'm like, oh, they all know.
Some gothopotamus pointing at you.
And then that's all I remember. And then it's all nothing. I don't remember driving home. Man. I don't remember.
When you wake up, you're in your bed.
And that was the last Free Play Florida.
Oh my goodness!
Sounds like a great time.
Then Andrew's there watching me.
Oh yeah. That was interesting. I'm sure quite a few of your listeners were there and saw this.
All right. Anyway, so let's talk pinball machines.
Get some pinball stuff out of the way before we run out of time.
We've got the Star Wars pinball machine, and you were telling me about rental prices. is. Like, tell us if someone wants to rent a pinball machine. What's like all they have to do is text you, right?
Yeah, my number is 321.
Yep.
591-1062.
Yep.
This is your guys' fourth machine they had, I think
it's
fifth is coming up. No, that's number.
No, this is fifth because we have Godzilla, Foo Fighters, Jaws, and we also had Deadpool, and then this one, Star Wars.
That's number 5.
Number 5.
So basically, every 3 months I come in, or 2 months, depending if you're a house rental. I like to do 2 months with the houses. You're looking at about $350 a month for rental. I take 2 months up front for houses. If you're a corporate place, I could do a monthly, but I like to get up front, basically.
Okay.
That includes the rental, delivery, and taking care of it, too.
Yeah,
anything breaks, I come and take care of you.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't have to move it around. He shows you what to do with it.
Yeah. It is a $7,000 machine. If you wanted to buy one of mine, I'd sell it to you. But, yeah, they're very expensive, and I can get them into your house for relatively cheap. In a year's time, if you're getting in the 2 months, you'll get 6 games a year. By the time you pay for one, you'll have 12 games.
That's cool.
For small businesses, I'm telling you, every time we have guests over, they always gravitate over to the pinball machine, play it. It puts them in a better mood. To have in your lobby, like I know Villain Coffee, I think does Villain...
Well, since free play, I've had to change up my stuff, but sadly, my coin ops, I've pulled those because I've had a lot of interest in the rentals, and I don't have...
Gotcha.
21,000.
Yeah, but having a pinball machine in your lobby has been awesome for us, and it's a cool thing to have in your lobby as a small business because your customers like it.
I like it this sounds like lame, but as a reset. When I'm over here editing, this is what I would do during Christmas when I was doing editing here, because we have a lot of editing to do. I'd edit for 20 minutes, and I'd go over and play one game, and then come back and edit again. I'm like, this is how you're supposed to do productivity. You're supposed to take little breaks and break it up a little bit.
My sons love it. Every time they come over here, they play the pinball machine.
Maisie keeps begging. She's like, we'll get 5 of them. I'm like, whoa, settle down, dude.
What's nice, though, is you'll buy a game.
Of cost,
I think I might have brought it up one time before, but the guy that got me into pinball, he's got 5 or 6 at his place. Mike Baxter. What's up, buddy?
Okay.
Shout out, Mike.
He lives in Palm Bay. He needed a new roof for his place. He sold off 2 of his games, got a new roof, and then just started saving up for the next game.
Oh, awesome. Yeah,
because it's basically a piggy bank that you have in the game that it is, you could sell it and make some
most of them are limited. That's something.
So the limited, you guys to talk about that. The ones you guys have, that's just run of the mill. Basic.
Yeah.
Everybody's got one of those. But there are limited games that are very expensive.
If you want to spend more. Is what I mean.
And it is kind of a gamble with those. Some of them, they make money. Some of them don't. Some of them drop hard.
Tom loves a gamble.
And it's tough.
I like the fact that they, this Star Wars pinball machine and all the machines, they hold their value. Like you said, you have it.
Awesome.
And then if you want to sell it, you can. And Andrew's the perfect person to talk to, too, with all that. And again, his number is 321-591-1062. thepinballdudes.net.
I would never do it like that. And I've kind of, this is all your fault in a positive way.
I'm glad.
I love all of the stuff you can buy to add to your own machine, almost like a custom car.
They're called mods.
Yeah, but so you can go and you can so the Foo Fighters one, there was the list of things peripherals. You could add a hand on the top of it that's like a zombie hand that spins around that does a middle finger and lights up, or you can add extra speakers to the bottom of it or a bass module, or you can add extra lights here, or you can add
subwoofer underneath it.
Yeah, there's all kinds of just things that you can almost do to it like a custom car, and that's not something I knew about in the pinball world, and I was like, because I love. I'm a sucker
Godzilla.
for stuff like that.
You guys had Godzilla. You could buy Godzilla Premium. You probably want to do it on for $9,000, but you could drop another $5,000 in toys just putting it in.
Really?
There's some molded stuff from over in Europe that are because you saw the background of it, it's all those buildings.
Yeah.
You can get molded, on fire building looking stuff. And it's bananas.
One is, let's say just cutouts.
Yeah.
And it looks like the buildings. But when you buy the mod, it's legitimately you're upgrading the background of your own pinball machine. Same design, same everything. It's just instead of having the little cutouts, now you have, he's saying, high quality scenery from a scene shop.
That's
and you
awesome.
Paid an extra $300 or $400 for it or something.
This one, you could add lit up lightsabers to it, different TIE fighters.
Oh, and the different different buttons, right? Like you can add I've seen the ones where was it the Deadpool one where you could buy a gun that shoots the ball, or there's different things that they add on.
Aftermarket stuff, yeah.
Well, it's their brand.
Yes, yeah.
Oh, actually, it is aftermarket.
Is it aftermarket?
Stern is weird that they don't care about their there's a guy
think it's really cool that they don't care.
Yeah, there's a guy that owns all the Williams, the old school stuff. If you try to make a mod for that without going through him, he'll sue you real good.
Sounds like a fun guy.
But Stern just doesn't care. They're just like, oh, you want to take our properties and exactly the artwork that we did and make money off of it? Be our guest.
Huh.
There's a whole
more Grateful Dead design.
Yeah.
And a lot of the mods are made by pinball enthusiasts. People that buy, let's say, 3D printers or have an artistic side that they can craft and mold things.
Yeah.
Then they just make a crap ton of money. Like if you make the one mod that everybody's got to have, you can make $20,000 easy.
Well, I want 20,000. I can't make nothing.
I think it's a mod.
Damn it.
Get in your ice dome.
Okay. That's all I can do. God.
We have the video, by the way. Ghost found it.
What?
Yeah.
I didn't even know there was a video of that.
Of course it's on YouTube.
He said he emailed it to me. I didn't want to. I know we're up against a break.
No. Come on.
But he said he just emailed it to me. Do you want to wait for it? Do you want to see it?
All right. Well, we got to play it now.
It was pretty spectacular being there for that. I felt like a real radio listener.
Let's see if we can find.
But I mean, I was a podcast listener. But it's like, look at him, he's doing the things again. Drunky's back.
There it is. Drunky. He's back. It's not coming through.
I'm pretty certain I saw you at the monster truck. Whatever, back in the day.
Yeah, you were the king of the monster.
I don't think that's. I really wanted to see the rocket launch.
Is that as popular as it was? I'm not in that world as much anymore.
It just happened. Happened.
Oh, I got it. Okay, here it is.
Fills the goddamn camping world.
Here it is. Here you are.
I plan on taking my daughter to one of those someday.
Okay. Can you see that?
All right. Yeah.
Okay, there you are.
Oh yeah, that guy. I remember that guy.
There's Keith.
Yeah, he was a little special. Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow, you were a lot bigger. Yeah, you're a bigger boy.
Yeah. The guy with the hair, that guy beat the Donkey Kong records back in the day.
As soon as we get in. And you have on, chubbies, right? Like her.
Oh, yeah, I'm freaking out.
You do look like you're freaking out.
I was like, what the hell is happening?
Get in there.
And then you're getting in, and why do you have a Nazi haircut? My God.
Yeah. No, this is when I got sober.
You look like a fat Nick Fuentes.
Well, I was bigger back then.
Hey, who are we?
I was in the background somewhere watching.
And then I was like, what the hell is this guy? What the hell is happening?
There's a little child dumping ice on you.
Yeah.
There's a little girl.
I was like,
there's a little
That's
girl
my
dumping
daughter's
ice on you.
Yeah, I was like, who's this little girl? Who's this bozo? That's me. What the hell? And then goddamn Mr. Plague's forcing me to do this.
Oh, man.
I like how you used to call him Mr.
That was a good time.
All right. ThePinballDudes.net. Let's take a quick break. We'll be right back with more Corporate Time.
See ya.
Welcome to Corporate Time with Tom and Dan. I'm Tom.
I am Dan. We're live on Twitch and YouTube. Come hang out. Just search at Tom and Dan Live. That's all social media, whether it be TikTok, Instagram, X, all of that, at Tom and Dan Live. Funny that I never thought I'd be saying that, right? Like, I never thought that, digital currency, your digital address, never would have ever guessed that that's a thing. But it's definitely a thing. So if you go there and check us out, it certainly helps us out.
We have a beer fest coming up on Saturday. It's Science on Tap, the Orlando Science Center's beer fest. It's Lock Haven Park. It's really high quality, and if you could bring your family because they do science demonstrations. There's food trucks there. If you want to just walk around and sample delicious beers.
Well, the fit and the finish too.
Day.
I know I talk about this a lot, but every year they do it. The fit and the finish of the way this beer fest looks, it's definitely one that you would want to bring your family to because it looks the part.
Yep.
It looks nice. It's outside. It's a beautiful area. The weather's going to be great. So come hang out.
OSC.org for tickets. All proceeds go to help the Science Center. On the couch with us, our friend Tony Munjet's here. How you doing, Tony?
Hey, what's going on, guys?
I like your facial hair.
Thank you. That's my disguise.
I like your facial hair. You look like You look like a Guy Fawkes mask. You know Guy Fawkes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I said Zorro. Oh, which is...
Yeah, that's racist. Yeah, I expected that.
I said Poro.
That's awesome. A Poro, he just draws a zero with his... no Z is a zero.
Well, me and Tony have...
Tony and I just riff that. We're improv masters.
Even though I don't know how this works, but it must be he's got some...
he's got legs.
Some South American Indian in him.
I do. I can tell you exactly what I am. I did one of those DNA tests.
Oh, you did? You just took a DNA test? You're 100% that bitch?
Yeah. Yeah. I did it a while ago. I am like 43% like Native American of the South Americans.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that causes you to not be able to grow a bushy facial hair.
Right.
It's sparse.
I have no hair on my arms or legs or chest or anything like that.
What about your pubes?
I do have those.
Do you have a lot of them, or are they tight and curly?
Oh, tons.
It doesn't affect the
like
Native American.
The amount.
The Native American blood doesn't affect your pubes. It just affects the other body hair.
Why'd you scream that at me?
Oh, no.
The Native American blood doesn't affect your pubes.
In fact, it makes it worse because I feel like back before clothes, you were running around and you need big pubes to protect yourself from
tigers.
That's exactly what your bush was. No, it's from brambles.
From thorns and brambles.
It's brambles. The bush was original. The reason my mother had a mega bush. It looked like she was wearing a brown diaper. And that bush would have been protecting my mother as she was sprinting through the jungle, protect her from the brambles.
Yeah, because the brambles get up there and then they don't have to scratch you.
Ow, my labia! I got brambles.
And Malabia was her Indian name.
Yeah,
Malabia?
Malabia.
Yeah.
That was the original name of Florida before we took over with Malabia, and then we changed it to La Floridea, which means land
of bush,
land of flowers. Land bush.
So the reason why Tony's in here today is because he's taken some pictures of us.
No, what kind of pictures is he? Just taking some pictures.
Some boudoir.
He's taking some boudoir.
Boudoir.
We are starting at OnlyFans because we're desperate.
Yeah, we need help,
and we are going to show our genitals to our listeners.
We're going to do simulated sex photos. Simulated. We're not really doing it, but it's going to look like we're doing it. It's going to look exactly like we're doing it, but we're not doing
Which is basically the same.
No, it's not. Because under each photo, it says, because I'll be like sitting on your lap, and it looks like we're doing something right. And because that's a very popular one, is where one's in and the other's out. That's very popular. But then under the bottom it will say, "This is simulated, not real."
Okay,
which makes it not gay.
Right.
Oh yeah.
100%. I checked all this out with our lawyers.
So we're doing some new headshots and some new pictures. New
headshots, I laugh at that. We've never had headshots.
Well,
we've done headshots before.
Yeah. Remember the ones we did? They printed it.
I don't look at those as headshots. I don't look at those as headshots.
It was the front page of the newspaper
of the Orlando Sentinel next to like some bombing in Iran or something like that.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, we bombed something in Iran, and then it was.
Which, by the way, has been going on for way too long. Get your S together, Iran.
Yeah.
We've been there's been bombs going on too long.
Too much unrest.
But that was the last time, and we were bigger than Tracy's been hounding us. Like, get some new headshots. Then SJ's like, we need the new thumbnails on YouTube are all about the headshots, and
that's why they had to use the front page of the newspaper because they couldn't use it in a magazine because you guys were just too big.
We're fatter. We're a lot fatter than. But we need we're going away on our videos on YouTube. We're going away from AI imagery because it is known that it tests poorly. Also, with people, so
Daniel's changed his entire look. Where we put out these press kits and these stuff, and then there's Tom and Dan. There's a fat Tom and a fat Dan, and all of a sudden it's who's this guy with cancer and this biker?
Cancer and the biker,
leukemia man and biker. Now what the hell?
It's biker and AIDS cop. Biker and AIDS cop.
It's we don't even look like ourselves. So it's we need new headshots.
Real
to put out
radio weather. Biker and AIDS cop brought to you by
the White Cells Angels.
The White Cells Angels?
I don't know.
That's pretty good. You got the goods.
That's fantastic. That beard looks good on you. I love it.
And so Tony's in here taking some shots. By the way, if you want some new headshots,
this could be you.
Or
this could be you,
relation, like engagement photos, wedding photos.
Well, you were going to say relation photos.
If you need relation,
you need relation photos.
You need a whole picture of your old lady,
or any of your partner.
I mean, if you want me to take photos of you fighting with your wife, we can get that done.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tony is a professional photographer.
Maybe we need to look at. Maybe that's what we need to do. Think outside the bun a little bit. Maybe we need to. Maybe we need to do that. Maybe we need to. Like fight photos.
Yeah.
No one's doing fight photos.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Divorce photos.
Yeah. Who's doing tribute photos where you take a picture of your wife for you to later put a little something on it. Tribute. It's called tribute. I see it on the pornos. It's called tribute. It's disgusting, but it's...
Hold on, what do you mean tribute?
You never heard tribute? Okay. If we're going to go down, hold on. Allow me to open the door.
Yeah.
Apparently, you've never been in the Tom and Dan Discord group.
No, I want to get in there. They booted us out because we were making fun of the red irritated peckers.
It looks like,
kicked us out.
Okay, Tom is not wrong. We got booted out of the Tom and Dan Swingers Discord because we were making fun of some of the men had exposed their peckers and they were very inflamed.
Is it a penis or an old shark that's been in a lot of fights and scars? You got a lot of scars.
It looks like a sunburned mole rat.
And then everybody got all their feelings hurt and they kicked us out. And I wanted to be in there.
I think it was me because some guy shared a video of his old lady, his wife, with Joe Biden aviators on. And it was a golden shower crazy. And I was like, this is wild. I was like, this is wild.
Don't kick me out. No, the biker's talking ass.
Don't kick the biker out. Bikers love that kind of stuff.
If you want to get photos of you golden showering your wife.
Would you do that?
I mean,
if somebody called you and said, "Hey,
in this economy,
my wife loves Joe Biden and his glasses, and she wants to wear Joe Biden aviators and fall off a bike while I golden shower her," would you take the photos?
In this economy, man, I got to do whatever.
Tony will take a picture of anything.
I hear you.
Calm down, man.
Now that I mention it, I think about it, I'll take a picture of anything. I got my cell phone. It's just as good. I'm joking. It's not.
That's your buddy. That's your friend there. That's your friend that got you fired from multiple jobs. Right there. That's your buddy that gets you fired.
I'm joking. Obviously, it's not because you can tell by the photos. And I can't do what Tony can do.
Question from the
I'm
chat
mad
room.
at because I shouldn't be able to do it, but I can't.
We have a question from the chat room. It says, do those tribute guys really think the ladies get psyched when they do that?
Okay, well, back to tribute. Explain to me what it is.
You print out a photo of it's kind of hard to do with our landlord sitting on our couch outside, but I'll do it. I'll power through. It's going to change what he thinks about me. But I'll do
we've been here for 10 years. He's fine with whatever.
So
we
it
say.
is a photo.
He's like, these guys must say some crazy thing. Who knows? We've been renting this place for 10 years.
It's a photo that you print out of someone you desire,
or you use your iPad,
which is a step too far.
Actually, that's less of a tribute. If you use a digital photo, you need a printed paper photo.
Some would say that if you're willing to get whatever I'm talking about on your iPad, that's a better tribute.
Yeah.
But
they're not lighting candles to the photo. They're doing other things.
You're going to release on the paper. And then you're going to take a photo of the paper and then put it online to say, like, I desire this person so much that I have paid tribute to them by taking a photo of me soiling this computer paper. Is that good?
Yeah.
So pretty good.
That's the gist of it.
Pretty good example.
How often does the actual person in the photograph take that as a compliment as opposed to take it as like a creepy insult?
Can I give you the real answer?
It feels like it would be like a 80 to 90% creepy insult, small percentage tribute, but I would take that as a tribute for sure, 100% of the time.
Because you're that type of person.
Maybe I'll be like, wow.
You're made for this. Like, if our listener said sending you these, you'd be like, wow, these guys love the show.
I like that.
So this is how I've seen it, all right? I haven't.
You got very southern there.
I haven't
This is how I've seen it. This is coming from old Mississippi, Moon Jet.
It's the mustache, is my disguise. The way I've seen it is, especially on the Tom and Dan Discord group, they take the photos that the ladies have already posted. You know what I mean? And they do a tribute to that. So I feel like the ladies do feel like they're into it. I feel like they are into it. It's different as if you take a photo of the girl at Starbucks and then show her like, hey, look at what I did. I did a tribute to you.
Yeah, we had Modern Plumbing in earlier today, our client, modernpi.com. We should have asked them, the chat room is correct, we should have asked Modern Plumbing what to do with your tribute computer paper.
You cannot flush it.
Yeah, you can't.
It'll clog your pipes.
You can't. You cannot do that.
No, you just light it up. You use it as a torch.
Also, if you want a tip, and we can move on to another topic, don't use color. Use grayscale. It bleeds less.
Oh, really?
It bleeds less if you use grayscale. There you go. There's a tip.
All right, next topic.
I miss when we used to do the show like this, where we go like, next.
You became a citizen in the nick of time.
Yeah, dude, you were so close. You were so close to not being our friend anymore.
You called this what happened.
I've been so worried about it.
Yeah. I'm like, they're never gonna kick your door down and steal.
I've been very worried about you.
And you called, and then it happened. I was like, oh, he was right.
Yeah.
Sorry. We'll move on.
Okay.
Next
we
topic.
got that one on. What's
skateboarding?
That?
Oh, yeah. What do you want to know?
I saw you skating yesterday. Some videos you released.
Yeah.
You look great.
Thanks, man. It felt good. I like skating when it's cold because I can skate longer.
So, are you a better skateboarder than Bam Margera? Because me and Daniel nearly got in a fight because Daniel said Bam Margera is a good skateboarder, and I was making fun of him. He's an old man. He's like barely got it in him.
I have to frame this a little bit better. I'm not saying that Bam is anywhere near where he was when he was skating as skinny Bam jumping off the building. Remember when he jumped off the building?
Dude, Bam was great.
But Bam was a great skater. Other skaters. My argument was to Tom, who doesn't skate, that other skaters who skate are saying, wow, look at this guy now. He's doing great. He's skating great. So that's all I can take. That's all I can take is what other people are saying. Now, are they being too generous? I don't know. I'm not a skater.
I think people are happy that he's out there trying. You know what I mean? Like, he's not at the level. If you were to put him and I side by side, I might actually take him because I've been skating steadily for the last, 10, 12 years or whatever. He's just now getting back into the rhythm of things.
But at his height, he was better.
Oh, no, my God. Yeah. At his height, he was amazing. He was great. He was a great skater. I used to love watching him skate. I wasn't, like, at my height, at my top, I was never close to what.
Okay.
Could
but
you
now,
make an argument?
Now it kind of evened down.
I like how
and he's only a year older than me.
Yeah.
He's 46.
Yeah, because there will come a time when I will be able to push Emmett Smith down the stairs. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, yeah. I like how time's a great equalizer.
I don't know why I even picked Emmett Smith. I like Emmett Smith a lot.
Yeah. The problem is you are on the same clock, so it's hard. But but you're right. Emmett Smith will eventually become a frail old man. Now you're tailing behind him, but far enough that when he's the frailest, you can push him down.
I'll pop out of the bushes.
and then it's like, yes, finally, I'm better than Emmett Smith.
I figured out why Emmett Smith popped into my brain. This is something that bothers me.
Oh, he dies strong. Maybe some guys die strong.
Dude, he's gonna die strong. He looks great. You want to know why he looks great? In his free time now, and I think there's documentation of this. He did Dancing with the Stars, Emmett Smith.
Yeah.
But he didn't just stop when he did Dancing with the Stars. I think, I could be wrong on this. This is an assumption. I think he started doing Dancing with the Stars, liked dancing so much, and he had danced before in football, so he's not a stranger to it. But he liked it so much that he's like, now I'm a dancer. And now I think
he continued on.
Because now when they announce him, they refer to him as Super Bowl champion, NFL legend, and professional dancer.
Really?
In a commercial. There's a commercial now that Andrea and I were watching, and they're like,
well, technically.
And they're like, NFL superstar and professional dancer, Emmett Smith. And we're like, professional dancer? What? But he's been doing it.
Like he never stopped.
Yeah, but anybody that goes on that show is getting paid. At that point, you're a professional dancer.
Right, but no, he's good. He won it. I think he won.
And then he kept going.
And he's really good.
And
he's a legitimate good dancer.
Yeah, but what makes you a professional dancer?
Technically, it's just that you got paid, which, like I'm a former professional football player.
You are,
and that's good. Right.
But you did get paid to play game.
It would be insane to actually tell other people that because then I would be insane.
Right.
Well,
because he's not that.
He won Dancing with the Stars.
Technically,
he went on their tour. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he went on their tour and toured the nation, like presenting his dances. But then beyond that, I think in his personal life, he started doing classes, and like he would
Like teaching classes?
Yeah.
Okay, so then you are a professional dancer. I think
he's like a dancer now.
Yeah. So that qualifies it. And the fact that they even introed him as that.
I thought it was weird, yeah.
I'm sure he okayed that, and then and by okaying it, like someone like Emma Smith who understands hard work and dedication is like, okay, I've put in enough work to actually label myself this. I don't think he's the type of guy that would just label himself that off of one
he won it. He won it in 2003 or 2006 with Cheryl Burke.
But see, I wonder if he hears that, like you say, that was on a commercial. If he hears that, if he would cringe about the thought of him being a professional dancer. Would he consider himself a professional?
Well, that's 20 years ago.
No, so I don't think he would.
If he continued on and doing just amateur classes for the past 20 years, now that's a long ass time. You know what I'm saying? God, it's crazy that 2006 was 20 years ago, but that if he is continuing on that long of a time, you could label yourself as a professional dancer.
I think he's continued to do it.
Yeah.
It's weird because going back to skateboarding, if I kept doing, or if I was really into my YouTube channel and I was getting money from that, technically, in financial talk, you would be considered a professional skateboarder, right?
Yes,
but I would never call myself that because I feel like in that world, being professional, it's more of the skill that you have.
It's a different level that you've not achieved.
Exactly. But there are people that consider themselves professional skateboarders just because they're getting money off of YouTube or whatever, but they're not as skilled as your professional skateboarders, like the guys that have their names on boards and shoes and things like that,
Yeah, but nowadays, if you're producing content and your skateboard content and you're getting paid from that, and look how much better you are than the person who doesn't know how to skate at all. You're in a gigantic ahead of them, and now you're way under the pro skateboarder. But you could almost I would give you a pass if you started doing this hardcore and making money, and then you're like, hey, I am a photographer and part-time professional skateboarder. I
know, but I would never call it because
I understand.
In the industry, it wouldn't be it's not as accepted. It's not you're just calling yourself a pro because you got a check for $100 from YouTube.
But a lot of YouTubers do that now.
They do, and that's the thing. It's sad because they do that.
And it kind of cheapens it, I guess, a little bit.
It does.
I was talking, this is what I was kind of talking to about with our guest from Modern Plumbing that we had on.
Yeah.
I was talking about how the internet, I don't think that those of us are sort of in our 40s, me, nearing the end of my 40s, the internet's still sort of a new thing to me. So the way that I address it, the way that the relationship I have with it, rather, is different than young people or my daughter or your sons even, where I feel like they are better equipped to handle things that are said on the internet naturally in a better way than I am. If you say something on the internet and I read it, as a dumb old man, when I read that as you coming, you saying it, you know what I mean? Whereas younger people, when they read it, I think they read stuff on the internet as if it's in its own fairy tale land. It's not even real. They do weight it heavily, or differently, not more heavily. They weight it, I think, lighter. They're like, oh, no, that's the internet. The internet is not reality. The internet is an extension of communications of reality. I don't think a lot of young people treat it that way. I think what is in the internet stays in the internet, and they are a little more compartmentalized naturally.
It's a thought or something that has nothing to do. It's until someone says, I kind of look at it like that. Until someone says it's a better way to my face, that is a actual comment. Comments on the internet is a thought.
Well, you're right. It's none of your business.
That I actually discount almost 100%. It's who cares what the person thinks?
I wonder if it's because of the internet today now involves a lot of things that will go away within 24 hours, or things that you look at for 5 seconds and move on. So for the younger generation, that's just what it is. For us, we grew up reading forums, going to boards, going to
they mean more to us.
It's a magazine article. It's live forever.
It means more to us because everything we truly had wasn't rooted in the internet. Like the concept of having something that A, isn't tangible, and is B, also is fleeting and falls and goes away, that's like not permanent. Right. That's a newer concept to me.
Yeah. That's why old people were getting fooled by fake news so much back, even 10 years, 20 years ago, is like because every news organization was legitimate when they were young.
Right.
And it's like if you consider yourself a news organization, then what you were reporting had to be the facts. And then so they were confused by it when they saw an article or something, even if it's like a BS news outlet, they're like, oh, this has to be the fact. It's written.
Yeah.
And then so that, obviously will eventually die out of all that.
Yeah. I'll die. We'll have to worry about it anymore.
Yeah. All right. Moonjet Photo.
Yeah. Spell that for people, because I've had people ask.
MONGIAT photo.com.
Moonjet.
Photo.com. And also on Instagram, Moonjet Photo.
Yeah, and the best photos you will get, the best valued photos you will get working with the best photographer, who isn't just a photographer, he's a good human being.
Yep, and we will be right back.